Let's see where all my notes were.
My sound wasn't working for a while, and then Discord disappeared.
Your thumbs? Is that what I heard? Your thumbs aren't working?
The sound.
So is it working now?
Yes.
Alright then, I'm going to make a small little roll call then. Flutteroft, are you here?
No, I'll ping him.
Rest in peace, Flutteroft. Stonehowl, are you here?
Yes, I am here.
Lux, are you here?
Yes.
Oriana, are you here?
Yes.
Somebody got buffed. Snub, are you here?
No.
Rest in peace, Snub.
Damn. That sucks.
Let me just actually let me not forget to send you back your new sheet because
I think I might have gotten some HP numbers wrong.
it's max is the thing, so I'm pretty sure you're on the mark. Clerics are a +8?
They have an 8.
The 8 and your constitution a +2. Correct. No, it's a +3, so that means it's 11 times 9.
99?
96? 96? Great. Oh.
I'll just add like 3 HP then.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good. All good. So... Oh, god damn it, I think I... How do I save this as a thing? Oh yeah, strength is only used for athletics, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Huh. Okay.
It's an attack stat.
If that's the case, I'm just going to send a screenshot of this over to you, Aura, so you can adjust it on your side.
Okay.
Right? There you go. Hey. God damn it, every time I go to talk to you, I just these images.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All of the porn you like to send?
Okay, so so Willroth, if you're there, you're muted, so I can't hear you. But
No, I think he's AFK. I messaged him like 4 times.
alright then. Well, if that's the case.
He did say he was gonna be a little late. In the chats.
Yes, he did. So.
The number under my strength, is that still a 5 or does that go up?
No, it's a 5.
It only goes up every 2 strengths you have.
Oh, okay.
Since you have 20 in strength, it's a +5, which is a very good number. I believe, technically speaking, say you're 20 in your stat means that you're basically beyond an Olympian.
18 in all stats is the natural human limit.
Oh, Warrock's here.
Yeah. Yay!
Sorry about that.
So, the strongest man in the world has an 18 strength, and you
Oh.
have a 20.
Yeah. Like I said, beyond an Olympian.
You can talk better than, I don't know, some celebrity.
You can, but can you talk better than a fish man riding another fish?
It's a close second.
Good. Okay, so everybody is here, correct?
Yep.
Except for our cook. Oh no, our cook's here. Yeah, we're all here.
Okay then. Let me just check whatever. hey, get over on that side. Wonderful. Cool. And I believe. So let me just get this right. Lux, your AC is 17. Willroth, yours is 16. Stonehowl, yours is 22.
Yes.
Oriana, yours is 16.
Yes.
And Schnub, yours is 16.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I believe I have everybody's saves here, so let me just save this.
Ridiculous number plus ridiculous number plus ridiculous number.
Equals ridiculous number.
I mean, I could swear I just saw somebody with a +9 and two people with +9s in charisma, and that terrifies me. You guys are banished. Ha! No, you're banished.
Give me all of your money.
I might have one of those.
If I knew banishment, I could probably do that.
But how did we get +9?
Paladins are broken.
Divine Smite.
No, paladins get to add their charisma modifier to each of their saves, and that's the thing I keep bringing up to everybody. If you're standing next to Stone Howl or Lux, you get that bonus as well.
Oh.
What's your
Okay.
charisma?
So I get a -2 to all my saving throws.
Okay.
It just say minimum 1, I assume.
Yeah.
So, is everybody ready for today's session? They have their water, they have their sheet, they have their dice, they have their random bits of paraphernalia that they need for today's session.
I think so.
I have
Define
my-
paraphernalia.
Does my bag of googly eyes count?
Yes.
You know what? Today it does.
Yay!
Someone you're right.
I have a fresh sheet in front of me because I don't know where my notes are, so.
Sad.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
okay.
think I've got everything up to date.
Well, okay, so we last left everybody. Terra, Panic, there. I'm going to be skimming over what happened because I'm kind of giving up on the circus idea. And it's cool with everybody.
Yep.
Cool.
We've thoroughly spent time here.
Yeah.
How do you calculate saving throws again?
There's fun, although chaos broke out, and now I want to get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so the way you calculate your saving throw is your normal modifier, and if you have proficiency based on your class, you add the proficiency to your saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
So, like, let's take a... Or I swear to God!
What?
What did you do?
Nothing.
Is it sans porn?
I'm gonna have to
Or
send
is
it for now.
To send Oris porn.
Okay, so,
It's got
like,
a lot of mine.
let's say you're playing a Barbarian. Every class has 2 proficiencies with their saves. Barbarian has Strength and Constitution. So, let's take Oriana. She has a +5 modifier for her Strength. You add a proficiency to that because you're a Barbarian, and that's your saving throw now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good later on when you have like what does your proficiency go up to? +6?
I?
No, isn't
Oh.
does proficiency go up to a +6? Is that it?
I believe so. Yes. 6 at 17.
Freaking rad, jeez. Christ.
Wow, I
Okay.
have a whopping +2 charisma for saving throws. Wow.
That is not bad, just so you know. You are charismatic.
I have about 6 in charisma.
It's not awful.
That's
Wait,
actually pretty decent. I believe Oriana actually has 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the thing is, there are a bunch of people with 0s in their saves, which scares me.
I can do super good at this one thing, but not anything else.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Come on, my +1 and +0 in both my mental stats isn't that bad.
Oh,
Okay.
+0, my
So-
mistake. Anyway.
You've got the charisma though.
So I just need one thing, and that is I need Will Rock to make me a Constitution, and that's about it.
Perfect. Constitution. I'm great at that.
I know. It's a Constitution save.
16. First roll.
Okay, cool. Well, that's wonderful. So let me get to the nitty-gritty point of it. After you all encountered the monstrous figure, Lindsay casted a spell upon everybody, of which everybody frankly didn't want to stay there due to terror and not wanting to take that thing on.
I don't know, man. It seemed like a good party.
Oh yeah.
What?
Bloodbath, anyway.
You all were taken outside of the theater, and amongst the other rabble of people running away, a few members of the circus itself escorted you all off the terrace. After that, they tended to stay. They stood guard for the night for everybody, so because they kind of realized it was kind of a dick thing to kick everybody off, but everybody also realized that, yeah, the way safer on the ground than on that thing. In the midst of the night, anybody who was taking watch would have seen that they rolled up their carpets and went back onto the terrace and then left in the night.
Oh, so they left us.
Terrace...
They left us.
Yes, they did.
I assume we're in the middle of nowhere.
You are in the middle of nowhere with a lot of people around you.
Oh.
Still in that area between the two things that you like on the map, or we're still in that general area?
You are currently... Where is that? You are currently a bit... You're where the Yelster Ridge is.
Hold on. What is this map?
I think it's pinned.
Yes.
Also, Yelster Ridge. Oh, there it is.
Okay. So that's the next mountain range over.
Yes, and that is the one closest to the four-bed cabin. Throughout the night, members of the people who attended the circus found bits and ways in their own groups to either leave in the middle of the night or stay. So, of the few thousand people who actually are there, there are roughly 1,000 in the morning. Did anybody want to stay and take their guard shift and be the last person to basically be up?
Stonehowl will take a watch. Whatever watch is available.
Wonderful. Everybody has been accommodated with a tent. They have made fires and campfires. They've provided food and drink. You're basically set up in a proper encampment, but now the Tarrasque Circus and its denizens have all left. Even the little bits of footprint you'd expect from a giant creature like that are not to be seen, as the gusts of wind in the night tend to blow the desert sands over it. The blue skies are above, it's warm sunlight trying to peek over the mountain ridge, but everybody's in the shadow of it right now. Your party's asleep. It is roughly 6 o'clock in the morning.
Alright.
Standing watch.
Guess I'll go ahead and wake up. I
also assume consciousness.
Yep.
As you all wake up, I need everybody to make me a wisdom save.
Alright.
The only person not the person who didn't take any sleep, which I'm going to assume as well, is Stonehowl.
7.
Let me hear that again.
I need a wisdom or I need a con because I stayed up.
Actually, no. The food that was provided was enough to kind of give you the energy. It's basically 5-hour energy, but in food.
Sounds good.
But without the takeaway of crashing. So, you're awake. So you feel like you should take some sleep. You don't feel exhausted in any way.
13.
So, Wilroff, what did you get?
7.
7.
Got it. 20.
It's changed my
20.
music.
Okay. So, Oriana, what did you get?
13.
And Schnub, what did you get?
16.
Schnub and Luck, you all remember what happened on the circus, but it's a bit hazy in detail. You can remember a bit up to where you had food with Theodore. And after that, it becomes a bit more hazy and difficult to understand. However, Oriana and Wilroff only remember the good times about the circus. And
Pillows! pillows.
Yes. That's about
Jelly
it.
beans.
And being VIP. We were VIP for something.
Good show.
Oh, why? I love that Tarask. Why are we on sand now?
It's like, what's up with this?
Oh.
As you kind of rouse yourself awake, there are other people getting up around now as well. In fact, it's one gentleman in particular. It is Straka.
I don't have my notes. Which one is that?
That is a half-orc that was trying to put the moves on Stonehull.
Oh, the doctor.
Oh.
He kind of gets up. He gets up, and he looks around in a bit of confusion, as he is not quite aware of why he is not in the circus. Seeing some familiar faces, he walks around a little bit, but the majority of people he walks to are either asleep or kind of shooing him away because they're groggy. He then makes his way over to you guys. Hi. Morning.
Morning?
Good morning.
Certainly.
Good morning.
I assume the fire's been stocked for throughout the night.
There's like bits of embers in everybody's one. Just enough to keep whoever's sleeping around it warm.
Okay.
He looks at you guys and he has a very peculiar look on his face, a bit of fear, confusion, and wonder. Do you remember anything about the last night?
We were on a carnival.
You gave us VIP tickets.
That's right.
I had jelly beans, but then we saw a show, and then it goes blank right about.
There was the jester.
Oh yeah, what happened with him? All I remember is, she's trying to remember anything except the overwhelming positivity.
I'm pretty
Jelly
sure
beans.
he just had a very bad night, and we all left very quickly because of that.
Yeah.
Make me a persuasion.
Nope.
I don't know if I believe you, Stonehull.
That is an 8, though.
That is and I will be very honest with you, he does not have the best wisdom to make an insight on that, and what do you know? He does not make it, and he believes you. He's kind of like, alright, I guess that,
That makes sense.
We don't see the Tarask anywhere, though, do we?
No, it's, in all honesty, even as you were taking watch, it seemed that you looked away for a little too long and it just disappeared. No sound, no track, no nothing. It's just
Whisked
gone.
away.
What about all of our stuff that's still...
Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys left your stuff there.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of has a bag of their color, basically. The same color that their safe was near to them. And this bag is not only for you guys, but everybody else who was on the Tarask. So, there.
So there's a
Inside that
shit ton
bag,
of bags.
Yeah, there are bags. Some people actually are just sweeping on them like pillows and other things. Everybody has all their items back.
I wonder what happened to my tiny cabbage.
Cabbage?
Do I also get a fancy sack?
The bag is a bag.
It's brown.
Not even monogrammed? Damn.
Actually,
It has a it has a purple monogram of a tiefling with jesters on it, its hat. But the thing is, once you pull out the final item from your bag, it no longer becomes a bag of holding.
oh damn it!
That's
If
fine.
if I leave one coin in there, it's a bag of holding.
I'm still going to keep the bag, even if it's a regular sack, so...
I don't have a bag. I got all my stuff before we left.
You still get a bag. Your bag has a letter in it that says, "Thank you for not trusting us with your things."
Professional courtesy.
I'm leaving the letter in the bag.
So, Tracker kind of trudges along a bit, walking around the perimeter now. He believes what Stonehall said, and is now kind of looking around for tracks to see if he can find his way back up. And he leaves you all.
Oh.
Okay.
Can we stop the
It is
doctor from wandering into the desert?
Wait, isn't he the guy who's supposed to fix your hands?
Yeah.
He diagnosed my hands. He wasn't
Just let-
necessarily doing
let
that.
him-
He did fix my arm, which is in a cast still.
I did that. He says, and then he says he looks at you, and then he just kind of nervously puts on his hand and keeps walking. Yeah.
I kind of want to stop the doctor from wandering off.
Dot.
He's not wandering off per se. You guys are kind of towards the edge of the encampment, but he's more like walking on the outskirts of the encampment, so he's not even like 10 feet away from the nearest person.
Oh, okay. You made it sound like he just kind of shambled out into the desert.
No,
looking
he
for
didn't
his
pull like
harass.
what that guy from the Chronicles of Riddick didn't walk into the desert.
Oh, good. I was worried.
Also, it's early morning, so it's still very cool out right now. In fact, there's no sunlight on you guys at the moment. So everybody kind of taking their time to stay asleep. Are you guys gonna wait until people wake up, or are you guys going to gather your stuff and head out?
I think, obviously, nobody is in major distress right now. As long as all of us are okay, we have a place to get to first step.
Yeah, we have. Somebody's got maps. Do we have an extra one to give to the people and send them to a safe direction?
There's a lot of people here.
If you want to assist, make me an insight before you do.
I want to at least point them the right direction.
Make me an insight still.
You could make an arrow of rocks pointing towards the location.
10.
You're able to infer from the appearance of everybody around you, because a lot of people are still sleeping kind of close to you guys, especially you, Oriana, because you're a red dragon, you emanate a bit of heat from your body. So a few of the kids are kind of closer to you, and a good few, like, if it was 100%, 80% of the people here are dressed way better than you.
Yeah. Doesn't
They
take
seem
much.
well traveled, and they seem to be in a situation where they don't need your assistance.
Oh, okay. Well, fine!
Can I
No orphans running around.
Everybody here is pretty well off. And I don't think you guys are going to try to rob them, so I think this.
Wow.
Well, if that's an option.
No, I start slapping wrists. No.
Tiny.
But what if I want to give breakfast to them?
That's not stealing.
There actually at each one of the fires, there is a large silver pot with kind of goldish layings on the top, the brim of it. Inside there is a cup. It's sort of broth.
Oh, enough for everyone when they wake up. Okay.
Yes. There's enough for you guys to take some too before you leave.
Yeah,
I'll drink some.
I will. Yeah, let's drink.
we'll grab something to eat. Make sure we're full.
It's a warm, savory kind of dish made up of what seems to be chicken stock, a chickenish broth with very large chunks of chicken breast in it,
Yum.
or other meat that might taste like chicken in the D&D world. We don't know.
Mystery meat.
The
I'm pretty sure
equivalent.
they'll have chickens.
Oh,
88% sure there are chickens, but you never know.
can I start casting Find Steed? We need
You
bread.
You can do that.
Can I call for my rock crab?
You can make me an animal handling.
Animal handling. Am I better at that? I don't think I am. No.
Wait,
The
So-
animal rock or just war off?
I think we can both do that.
No, yours Find Seed is a spell, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Find Steed.
You just say you cast it. I don't think you need to make something for your steed.
Clap, clap. Bread.
Still takes like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit here then and start casting.
I kind of just thought you were gonna start walking and be like, slap his eye. Hey, bread! Hey, bread! Guys, this is normal.
So, Do I see stars anywhere?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, she didn't she?
Is 17 good enough to get my crab back?
As you're kind of like walking around looking for your crab, you feel something underfoot.
Dig that up.
It's your crab.
It's my crab.
Yay!
It's your pebble crab, but now he has a bandana and a wicked scar.
God damn!
He must have been to Afghanistan. I give him a hug.
Poor
He
crab.
accepts your hug and pats you back.
Shrub doesn't want to be left out, so he ties a rope around a cabbage and drags it around.
I don't know why, but every time I think of Shunim now, I just imagine Mob.
I just imagine like a horrible version of Gordon Ramsay.
Where's the cabbage soup?
Cabbage
No
dessert.
salt in this cabbage!
Stonehull, you actually see stars on the other side of the encampment, kind of trotting around. You just...
I tried to whistle and call to him.
Is Stars a girl or male?
Male.
Stars, as you whistle, Stars looks up to you and kind of runs over to you. He's trying to fly a bit, but as he's jumping, he's kind of knobbly knee galloping and then hitting the ground again, but he's trying to flutter his wings. He's definitely trying right now.
Yeah.
And he reaches right back up to you, and he
Yeah.
affectionately nuzzles against your cheek.
I gave him a big ol' hug.
He accepts it and lets out a very warm squawk.
Aww.
You can just hear the purring as it reverberates against you. And Lux.
Yeah.
You are surrounded by a whirlwind of sand.
Da 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 da.
You hear a knee.
Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
You see Bread. He has a bandana and a wicked scar as well.
Damn.
Have they joined the gang?
Doing how Stars doesn't have a scar, but he has a wicked looking bandana.
Can I go to the pet?
I tell him
Bread?
it's bad to steal.
He kind of pets the ground a bit and claws at it. And then, if you look over to Willruff, you see the crab look at you and just kind of ups its pincers at you and just goes snip snip.
Snip snip. Get some cool guy shades. Snip
It's
snip.
flashing gang signs at you and crab.
Crab gang, crab gang.
Well, I think we realized who the leader is.
I pet my crab and then walk back over to the group. Stone Howl. Where are we going now? We're
Look.
kind of in the
Actually,
middle of the
before
desert.
Lux, you actually notice that Bread is actually a lot more solid looking than he was before. Because before you could see you could see a bit through him because he was sand. Now he seems to be a bit more fully formed.
Oh, yeah.
Yay, you have a proper
Hard
mount.
bread.
Cool.
He went
He's
stale.
Perfect bread.
Yes, he's now crispy. He's not doughy,
Toast.
he's-
He's toast.
Keep leveling it up. Keep leveling up. He'll soon evolve into white bread.
No, multigrain.
Oh.
It's healthier for you. It's more sturdy.
It'll become a baguette.
What
No,
is
but
the top level?
No, but get some worms.
Anyway, Stone Howl. Where are we going next? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the sand, but why are we gonna leave?
We need to go westward to First Step. Oh, you aren't. We're a part of a guild, and I'm sure you'll be welcomed into it, but we're adventurers, if you haven't noticed.
Well, I would take the past month as advice that we were adventurers.
Mm-hmm.
That shall stick
Trust me,
around.
First Step is a place you will enjoy.
I'll trust you. When are we leaving?
Once everybody's ready. I think everybody here in the crowd seems well enough to themselves, so.
At this point, you see.
I give a finger guns. I'm ready.
You don't see it, but a man in armor give a finger gun back, but you guys don't notice him, so he feels very sad.
I feel bad that I don't know about this dude. His finger guns.
He does before you notice his finger guns, he turns back to his post and is guarding his master. From this day forward, he's going to be looking at his fingers, wondering.
We'll have her get a finger
get
gun
one back.
Yep, exactly.
Will he ever get fingered back? The world may never know.
The direction of where you guys are going is going to be, are you guys going to walk through the desert, or are you guys going to use the mountain as a bit of a guide?
I think walking along the mountain would be prudent, but staying within the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least then we'll have shadow for a while and won't get lost.
Potential cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potential.
There might be less dangerous enemies if we travel along the mountain, saying that they might be wandering the sands.
We could get ambushed.
You're right.
But no, let's take the mountain path.
Yeah.
You all are able
I
to...
would hate to see any bandit camp that would attempt to ambush us.
You're true.
You're right.
So, are you guys going to be walking closer to the mountain, or are you guys going to be walking through the desert?
Close to the mountain.
Can we be
Yeah.
on top of the mountain?
Well, if that is the case, you guys are not obstructed by any difficult terrain, because the mountain, as I've said before, the ground there feels a lot more sturdy and easy to walk upon. Stars is actually enjoying the feeling of the sand a little bit in his claws, and he is happily chirping as he's walking alongside you, Stonehowl.
Mm-hmm.
And every now and again, Bread kinda gives a neigh and flays his mane and turns into sand, drops, and then pops back out a few feet in front of you. Look, see, they're both being kind of playful since they've been reunited with their respective masters. However, the crab in Wilruff's arms is just kind of like, nah, snip.
He's a little crabby.
Damn it.
Die.
I beat
You
you
can take
to
the
it.
crab out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the crab.
Aww. Aww.
It's a
How are
problem.
you doing?
You know, Stas, I don't really approve of your new friends, but as long as you're making them and as long as you're happy, I'll be okay with it.
As long as you're home by 8, it's okay.
Again, he gives you just kind of like, aw, and then he's like, okay, that's fine by me, and just kind of wobbles his neck.
Oh, we might be careful. Like that crab might have a Glock. We don't get careful.
Yes. He be
Looks like a
snipping.
Drive-by crabbing.
Drive by. It'd be a crawl by.
Yeah, it would be a crawl by.
You guys have been kind of walking alongside this mountain ridge for about an hour now. The sun has finally started to reach the tip of the mountain range, and bits and pieces of the rays are shining down on you guys. The sand is not warm yet, so it's not even heating up, but the bit of light hitting you guys is a welcoming warm after sleeping in the cold all night.
I assume I'm bathing in it, so. As a
This is
proper
gonna-
wizard.
Just like spreading your arms about it going, photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis.
Oh, I also like to announce that my, I'm currently using the bag of holding as a bag of holding. It has the scorpion armor in it. I'm kind of walking around naked. No, I have my light armor on. My, scale mail.
Oh, damn it.
Nearly.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I could have made an encounter with Vish, but now I can't.
I'm sorry.
So as you guys are walking along, you see, coming towards you, you guys have walked a decent ways so that you guys can't see the encampment behind you anymore. With Stars, Bread, and... Did you name your crab?
Did.
Clobster?
I named him Krabby.
Krabby McCrab
Mr.
crabs?
Krabs? Mr. Krabs?
His name is Krabby, not Mr. Krabs.
Creative.
Mr. Krabs was his dad.
Although I will be making Got Krabs and Mr. Krabs jokes whenever he does anything.
So,
Sounds
with
reasonable.
Stars and Bread's kind of enthusiasm in the desert, you guys have been able to make your way a bit further ahead than you guys thought you would, and the encampment behind you is no longer visible. Whether that be a mirage of the desert heat, the curvature of the mountain, you guys don't know, but you know that you're making distance. As you are approached by 3 camels.
Hey, Stonehowl, you want to play a game with me?
What would that be?
I spy with my little eye.
Ooh, can I go?
Something brown.
Let's go with sand.
Yay! It's sand.
Ooh, wait, Oriana.
Yeah.
Spy with my little eye, someone missing.
Oh.
Anders.
Hi, Anders.
It's now overcast.
There were camels. There are camels.
So, as you guys are walking, a bit more to your left where the desert is, you spy... Make me a perception, actually. Everybody make me a perception.
Okay.
You do see what would be a camel, though.
Perception.
5.
18 from Oriana.
I got a 17.
That would be
Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna assume that if somebody gets a high enough, they'll explain to the rest of the group so they see it as well, right?
most likely.
Well-
25.
Oh,
Well, tell me what color it is, and we can I spy it.
No, but you are able. Your eyes, your cabbage-framed glasses, whatever you have in your eyes. You
So
are able.
that cabbage juice I drank.
Yes, exactly. You and that. Whatever. Can't think of it. You're able to spy 5 camels walking in what seems to be a triangular formation on your left, a bit out into the desert. It is 4 nice light-shaded brown camels and 1 camel that seems to be a shade of red, a dark shade of red. They have on their back red carpets, and on those are what seems to be men dressed in Persian-esque outfits, and the man in front on the red camel is wearing a very large purple turban with a purple feather sticking out of it. He's kind of pantomiming with his scimitar to his group behind him, not paying any attention to you guys.
Hey, Stonehowl, I spy something purple. I kind of point off.
Did
to him.
you eat any? Oh. We should approach.
Okay.
Friendly guys.
You said purple.
Hey, Lux!
Yeah.
Hey, Lux. Bread dies.
What?
I joke, I kid.
Oh, bread.
sure? Okay.
Not toast. We love toast.
He has been toasted. Oh no.
Guys have to backtrack a little bit because the desert is... They're not, like, really far away, but you guys need to backtrack a bit in order to reach them. Because they're not stopping for you guys. They don't see or hear you all.
Oh, okay. Oh no. Wait, as a barbarian, I have the skill shout. Don't I?
What? Wait. What level do you get that at?
Actually, I don't know.
No, she
I know.
doesn't.
I know.
I have the.
If you want, you can make me either a performance or intimidation to shout at them.
Fuck it, why not? Saves us maybe a little bit of a lot. Shit and
I have the
giggles.
skill. I have the skill rock ball if we want them dead.
No, don't do that.
Probably not.
I mean, theoretically, who can stop? Okay, no.
8. I don't think I did
8?
that. Yeah, didn't do
As you inhale in your... Is it performance or intimidation?
oh wait.
They both go off of the same thing, I believe.
No, I went off that wrong, so 10.
Okay, then. So, is it intimidation or performance though?
Let's do intimidation. Yeah, that's what.
As you kind of like must take a large gulp of air into roar, the air is very dry, so it doesn't come out as loud as you would like. But let me roll. See if they hear you. They frickin' well. The men in front don't hear you, but one of the side kind of stops, looks around a bit, and then he notices the shock of red that is Oriana. He stops his group, and they kind of turn around and look at you all. Do you keep approaching them?
Poke Oriana. I'm like, don't be so mean about it. I wave as we approach.
I wave too. How far away from them are? How far away from? Yeah.
At this point, you're about 20 feet away from them.
Oh, okay.
And they as they saw you, they turned around and kind of went a bit closer to you all. As you're waving at them, the man with the purple turban looks at you all. He looks at his group and then raises his hand. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, travelers through the desert.
Hello there.
Hi.
What's up?
What?
Are we looking for a ride? I kind of look at Stonehollow.
They're going in the other direction, right?
Oh, wait, no.
Sorry, we're going towards some people that we saw a bit earlier. It's my bad manners. Hello there. My name is Rashid.
Hello,
This is my group. Brother 1, Brother 2, Brother 3, and that is Tom.
Tom.
Well,
Tom's new.
Is Tom
interesting. I am Death Hunter Alice Stonehall of Griffinwall, and these are my compatriots, and I list off their names.
I shrub.
How?
I
I'm
go
rough.
ahead and wave.
Would you like a cabbage?
Actually, yes, I would very much like that. Would you like a tomato?
Sure. Let's trade.
Would you like to touch? Would you like to touch my rock?
We'll just show and tally now.
Yeah, basically.
I take out my giant black onyx.
Oh,
We're just a random traveling party.
oh, that's interesting. Tom, didn't you have a black rock as well? Yeah, I do. Oh, show him your black rock.
You're gonna touch raw?
Oh
Tom
my.
comes towards you, and Tom is an elf.
I like touching tips.
Oh god.
He pulls out his necklace, and on his necklace is a pearl-shaped black onyx, and he kind of shows it to you.
Ooh,
Intriguing.
yours is smaller, but it still looks cool.
Wow.
It's not bad.
He kind of drop a little bit. It's like, it's not the size that counts, it's what's inside of it.
Oh, I think mine still beats yours. Touch it.
He touches your rock. What does your rock do?
If I'm not mistaken, because you never directly told me, it lets someone see into their past, or is that just me?
What did you see when you touched your rock?
The most prominent memories from my childhood.
Yes, and now you're gonna let him relive his trauma.
Oh no! Oh,
He
no.
holds on to it a bit, and then after about what seems to be 30 seconds, he lets go and looks at you. Tom has traveled far. Tom will keep traveling.
Yeah?
Sometimes the only way to go is forward.
Good job.
He lets you, he kind of, in exchange for your rock, he puts up, sorry, in exchange of touching your rock, he kind of comes off his camel and leans down because he's kind of taller than you, just a little bit. And he extends his necklace out so that you could touch it now.
Touch his necklace.
Yes.
Oh my.
Oh. Because you're already that
Dude.
close?
Do you touch it?
Yes.
Oh my.
As you touch it, the air around you seems to become a lot more cooled. The desert around you seems to be kind of hazy now, as it looks a bit more like of green grass. And where you would assume to be more like dunes, you're seeing forest. Very tall forest. And you're kind of mentally transported away to a little bit of what seems to be a clearing in a forest. It's you're feeling the cool breeze, and that's about it. You feel the aura of being inside a forest. It's not calming per se to you, but you understand how it would be calming to an elf.
After about a few seconds, I pull away. I prefer the desert, but thank you.
Don't understand. To each their own. You will travel. You will find forest.
Where are you guys heading?
We're heading towards a group of people that we saw a bit earlier. We're going to check them out.
By the time you get there, there should be at least a few hundred left.
Yeah, most of them have dispersed.
Something happened last night with... Have you ever seen the giant Tarask with the donkey head?
This is my cue.
He looks back at Tom and is like, "Is that rock okay?"
You're telling me you've never seen the giant Tarask thingy around here?
He's just
it has
wandering
a
the desert,
circus on
man.
it.
Yeah.
No,
You know the one with the psychic clown that can kill you, and the performance and the assassination. Wait, did that happen? I don't remember that. I'd scratch that.
Let's get beyond that.
Yeah,
actually, no. I'm sorry. I know of the 8 Taras, but I don't believe that any of them passed through here recently. At least, did you see one, Tom? Tom shakes his head. What about you, brother? No. You, brother? No. You, brother? That's right, you don't talk.
Are you people from around these parts?
Yes, actually, we live in a little encampment a bit further up the mountainside. Me and a few more. Say again?
Never mind. You were saying?
Oh, just me and a few of our family lives there. We kind of, we roam. What you would call... roamers, actually. I can't think of the word.
Gypsies?
Vagabonds?
Yes, they're nomadic. That is a word that we're going to use for our little endeavor. We are nomadic.
That's weird. I would assume anyone who was around here for long enough would see the giant Tarask with the circus on its back.
Actually, roll me history if you're saying that.
Oh, okay. History. No bonuses to history.
Was that stated explicitly to us, or was that something?
Stonehowl, am I near you?
It was. Theodore did explain how the circus works in terms of traveling.
It doesn't come through too often, but it wanders the world slowly.
Yes.
Am I near enough to Stonehowl to get that +2 to my history roll?
That's for saves, not for checks.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's not enough.
What did you get?
I'm pretty sure a 5 is not enough.
Tarask walk. They walk opposite direction. Did not cross paths. Makes sense.
Oh, okay, sorry, my mistake. I guess you just didn't see it. It should be around here eventually. It's a cool circus. All I remember are the good parts. Maybe, probably. Hopefully you have fun.
I hear
It's a strange place.
It was a very strange
kind of like keep talking about Tarask. I hear he's kind of looking at you a bit weird. His hand kind of reaches a bit for his scimitar and like either comfort or just like, this is a weird group. So, where are you all heading, if that's the case?
We're headed toward First Step, actually.
Oh, well, you're going in the right direction. Follow along the mountain path, you'll reach a little foresty clearing, and from there on, I don't know, but from the forest, it should be easy. There are paths there, I believe. Well-traveled, too.
Oh, sounds good then.
Just stay along the mountainside.
Well, likewise, just follow along these mountains and you should be able to find the remnants of those people.
Wonderful. You said that they started dispersing, right?
They were, since late last night.
So, that's going to be unfortunate if there's less people there. We can't really help them. Somebody make an insight if they want to.
Sure.
I can always try.
think that's a 20 altogether.
That's a 10.
21.
Oh, come on, man. Oh, right, you forgot you're a cleric. You're supposed to be wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a 20 in wisdom, I believe.
Oh, alright, that makes a lot more
15.
sense.
Yeah.
Schnub the wise.
I don't find it funny. That makes sense to me.
Yep.
Cooks are very wise. They know their way around the kitchen.
So, Lux, what did you get?
I mean, they're traveling quite light for nomads, so I suspected something.
Lux, what did you
I
get?
got a 1. Like a critical fail.
Stonehall, what did you get?
20 altogether.
Okay. Wilruff, what did you get?
12 altogether.
Damn it.
Oriana, what did you get?
14.
And Schnub, what did you get?
21.
The only person in the group is who everybody feels like, yep, they're gonna help. Schnub, you feel like a little uneasy because of how little they're carrying on them to actually assist, but your brain's kind of telling you that they're probably going to lead these people to their encampment and help them there, rather than leave them by a mountainside.
Just fucking.
Rob, are they thieves?
Are
Wait,
they
I
might
would
be
say that.
slaves.
That's Shrub, are they thieves?
If they were thieves or slavers, there would be a lot more of them.
Yeah. It could be robbers.
Are you saying that out loud?
If that's what you say out loud, that's what I say out loud.
I said it out loud and then I squint at Tom.
There's not any windows.
Tom was just taken aback and he just looked left and right like, me? Tom?
Do not accuse Tom particularly. I just worry that you never know who's not nice in this world. Could be generous.
Rajesh, Rahid looks at you and is like, you know, you're right. That does make a lot of sense. But we're not going to rob them, we're not going to kill them, we're not going to do anything like that. We're just going to assist.
Murder?
Can I,
You know what? You have a place to be, we have a place to be. Let's just keep this moving along.
yes.
Well met.
Wonderful.
Can I just like whisper in one of their ears, like, it's wise to just make friends so we can use them often.
Yeah. Thank you for the time. It's been a pleasure.
Wait, Schnub, do you say that to one of the travelers, to one of the people on camels?
Yeah. You never know.
What language do you speak?
I speak common, orc, and goblin.
Okay then. What language do you speak, Stonehouse?
Common, orc, and abyssal.
Oriana, you just speak common and draconic, right?
Yes.
Wilruff, what languages do you speak?
Common, Orcish, and Infernal.
What?
And Lux, what languages do you speak?
Common, Draconic, and Abyssal.
So none of you speak Elvish, right?
Nope.
Nope, none of us speak Elf. I could cast tongues though if I really wanted
I actually
to.
have not met many elves.
This is your first. It's probably the first elf you guys have met in a while.
Yeah.
That's the one where
For me to cast a 3rd level spell to understand him.
As Schnub whispers to Tom, I'm gonna say, because Tom's the one who's getting up on the camel. He just looks at his group, says something in Elvish. You guys know it's Elvish because of the way it sounds, and that it's coming from an elf. And they kind of look at you all, kind of look at Tom. They give him a brief nod, and he kind of says, well, you all need to be on your way, and I will be on my way with my group.
Bye!
anyone want to jump this group?
Bow and let's go.
My.
I look at Warrock and whisper, you want to... No, I'm joking. You want to jump?
Oh, they look nice enough.
Schnub, I need you to make me one perception.
A perception roll?
I mean, that is the best thing to hear something, isn't it?
Is his spidey sense gonna kick in and be like, they're thieves?
That's a 22.
Jesus Christ, what is with your rules? But yeah, you're able to hear you say, "Wow, what a bunch of idiots! I'm just gonna rob that place."
Oh,
This
hi.
information.
They're about 20 feet away when you see when Schnub is able to hear that.
Tell us
Yeah, sure, I'll tell them.
what they exactly say.
Actually, I was gonna be nosy with Shrub. I was elbow almost. What the hell was that all about?
They think we're dumb.
And
For what?
They might be right.
they say we might
I
be
just nod
dumb.
silently.
Did they say anything else? Did you hear anything else?
I can't remember. I just focused on the dumb part. My feelings were hurt.
I feel slightly.
Do you remember to repeat it, or do you just? Oh, is this what you're role playing it as?
I'm role-playing it.
Oh, but actually, out of character, what was it? I didn't hear.
Wow, they were really dumb. Let's go rob that place now.
Oh,
Oh god.
Willruff looks at Lux. Hey, want to see something cool?
oh. Well, I mean. Well, he told it. No, he just rolled it as just told us that it was they only caught dumb. Okay.
True. I'm gonna make a wisdom save to resist the want to take that onyx.
Do you want to roll an insight on what I said?
You can roll an insight on Schnub.
Try
will.
to.
Trust Snub, actually.
It's not bad for my wisdom. 18.
You
Schnub,
pass.
Schnub's feelings are hurt. He doesn't like being called dumb with his 20 frickin' in wisdom.
Schnub, did they say anything else?
Should we go
Yeah.
kick? You want us
They
to
were
go
gonna
kick their
rob that
butt?
place.
As soon as he says Rob, I turn around. How far away from us are they?
They're about 80 feet now because they've been galloping.
Are they all like within 30 feet of each other?
Yes, they are.
Target a
Oh,
rock ball and
God.
cast it at. I cast a 4th level rock ball in between all of them.
Are you gonna go bowling? No,
Well,
wait,
yes,
no,
I'm gonna need dexterity saving throws from all of them.
I actually don't know how this works, but if you're mounted, do you make a dex save as yourself, or does the mount make the dex save?
Unless it's mounted combatant, you make the save. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. It is you making the save, and generally, unless you have something like Mountain Combatant or a high animal handling, you actually get disadvantage on it.
Yeah, because you're on a thing, so I'm pretty sure they get disadvantage. And does the horse itself have to make a save, or I forget?
Technically, but it's not gonna live through that thing.
Oh, even if they take half, yeah, they're.
Yeah.
So, roll me the damage of your 4th level rock ball.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Well, I guess we're in for this.
Because the thing about camels is they have a -1 to their dex.
Well-
So they're either taking 50 or 25 damage.
Well,
Well,
if you're happy to say this, you've utterly obliterated each one of those camels, and they are now just red mush against the ground. You are a massive Anders.
Aww.
aw. Poor cows.
Are we gonna hunt these dudes down now?
Yeah.
Kill them?
And
Might as
all
well.
of the bandits make the save, but they don't have the HP that you think they do, and all of them die, except for the leader,
Oh god.
Rahid, who is now like he's kind of like getting up. He took 25 points of that damage, and he's just looking at you guys like he kind of extends his hand out and looks at this group of smeared people. And like he looks at you and was like, what the fuck?
80 feet. He's 80 feet away from me, right?
Let's do it. Let's
I got a crossbow. I don't even have to move.
Can I finish? Can I finish this? Please let me finish this.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
start walking over there. They're gonna be dead before I get over there.
I cast the I cast God damn it, I don't have that spell anymore. I'm gonna cast Dimension Door and teleport behind him. Omae wa shinderu.
Isn't that a action though?
Oh yeah, I thought we didn't roll initiative. We didn't roll initiative
Oh,
yet,
no,
so
that's-
it's like, ow.
No, that was your surprise round. Now we're rolling initiative.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Alright, initiative, baby.
he has one of my cabbages. Can I speak to him through it?
You gave him a cabbage?
Yeah, and he gave me a tomato.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can't, but you know, you can't for some reason. I guess it's
Alright.
messing with you.
Rolling initiative.
I rolled a
I want
5.
to say something to him.
Okay, so tell me.
Can you make the
So,
cabbage
Wilma.
explode? Can you make the cabbage explode?
I don't want to
So
talk about
Wilma, what is your rule?
21 in initiative.
21. Okay. Lux, what is yours?
I don't want to talk about it. I got another critical fail.
Oh god.
So what is that? then?
Lux is just stunned.
Is that-
It's like, oh!
He misses
That's
a
just a
turn.
Wait, that's a 4, but that means it's a -4 to that, so that's a 0.
I'm going last either way.
Yeah, you're going last. And Stonehull?
10.
Okay. Oriana?
7.
7. Okay, and Schnub?
14.
Okay. Rahid is actually going to go first.
There's no way in hell. Yeah, I'm like, there's no way.
Dash action, bet.
Rahid looks at you all, looks at his friends. He pulls. Oh, where is my notes about that item?
Pull out a fucking nuke.
He pulls out Wand of Wishing.
Oh shit.
He kind of. Oh fuck! Sorry. I apologize, but
Through the skies. Like, we're about
I just imagine he's rummaging through his pockets at this point, trying to find his thing.
Mm-hmm.
And apologizing that he can't find it.
On a minute. I might need a few more than 6 seconds here. That's the tomato. Oh, there it is.
This is
he
the
looks
nuke.
at you all. He looks at you all, and he's very much annoyed.
PK fire.
So he is going to
Turn and run away.
cast Eldritch Blast
Oh sh.
at Wilroth.
I'm gonna cast Shield as a reaction.
Couldn't you just counterspell it?
Good, but he's more than 60 feet away from me, and that's a 3rd level spell slot I don't want to spend.
On a cantrip.
Yeah.
Or you
Okay.
could take the hit.
Yeah, like a man.
I could. I'm a woman, first. Okay. I could take the hit, but nah, I'm gonna shield that. Make
Take it like a
feel
rock.
okay. Yes.
Yeah,
So-
no, you would be saying I'm a woman to Stonehowl.
Wait a minute. Oh shit.
So, which shield? What is your AC? Which shield?
T1. This is.
Yeah, no, you're gonna get hit by this.
He's Warlock level 800. Ow. Ow.
No, he's not A level 800, but he's not level not high. He's not a high level, but he's not a. You guys kill his friends. He's trying here, guys.
No, yeah,
No, they let him.
that's
Let
what
him
you
have.
should do.
Yeah, I mean, logically, unless he's a coward, he'd try and kill us.
So,
I don't know. I think it
so-
might be a good idea to run away.
Yeah, this is kind of a good idea.
so 2 Eldritch Blasts make their way towards you.
I love that we're
only
doing this
2.
all on a word, too, with no second thoughts. We just turned around and murdered.
Not even talking about it. It's like, do
No!
it. Turns
So-
around.
You're going to be taking 2d10 plus his spellcasting modifier, right? So that is
he has that.
yeah.
Actually,
that-
wait. If it's Eldritch Blast, he makes 2 beams, has to roll twice to hit, and it's 1d10 plus 5, and then another 1d10 plus 5. Maybe not 5, but whatever his spell.
Okay,
casting
well, the
modifier
next one is going to hit you anyway, because that's a crit.
Oh, damn.
Try to
Owie.
counterspell it.
No, I already used shield as a reaction.
Damn it.
So you're going to be taking 10, 17, 25.
Oof.
You're taking 25 plus, and I think I add the modifier to that.
2 mods.
Each attack gets added the modifier once. They're
Would
separate
be
beings.
if it's 5, it's plus 10. If
It's just
you know.
like swinging your sword several times with that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's like extra attack on a spell. It's pretty good.
Okay. Well, then you're going to be taking 33 points of necrotic damage.
It's force.
Is it force? Oh yeah, sorry, it is force damage. 33 points of force damage, and you're going to be pulled towards him 20 feet.
That's perfectly fine. Whose turn is next?
Yep, that's his turn. After him, it is going to be. After him, it is Wilroft.
Okay, so would you classify the smorgasbord of dead bodies around him as objects?
No, they're smears.
There's no objects around him that are tiny.
At best, it's a Banksy.
Bits and pieces
My,
of what
is
they
my
were having
cabbage
on
still there?
So animating his dead friends as objects is
Oh.
off the table. Gotcha.
them. That's fucked up, man.
Yeah,
have anime
I
on-
might look at you strange for that one.
If they were dead, I have animate objects and I could command their bodies to fly at him.
Revivify.
The bodies,
I
their
would argue
clothing be
against
okay?
that.
Could you animate their
aren't
clothing and
like
just make it like
smears,
ghost
but they
clothing?
are mangled, disfigured, and blown apart. They look like a blender went through The Walking Dead.
Even Schnub is like, nah, bruh, nah.
Are these still objects?
There are no objects around him unless you
Ah.
want to consider the sand, but I don't think you can take a bunch of sand.
Unless it's tiny is considered sand pellets, but I don't think that's true.
They're a bit smaller than that.
Yeah. Okay. Other spells that I can cast. Another rock ball.
Oh fuck.
Alright, what what can I do to this guy to fuck him up?
Okay, wow, I did.
ooh, I have a fun one. 60 feet of me.
So what are you gonna use are you going to use rock ball on him?
Oh. No, I want to make this hurt. Telekinesis on him.
Okay, what does that do?
Okay, he's gonna need to make a strength check.
Well, that's actually not the worst for him.
Worst.
Yeah, it's not the worst for him. So he's a strength save or strength check?
A strength save.
Okay, that is a 19.
Passes. Damn it. A bonus action, rock skin, and and I'm gonna walk backwards 20 feet and end my turn.
You just turn around and walk the distance. He shot you.
Yeah, basically.
I am standing here.
That's my decision.
He's just
Final.
kind of like, he looks at you and is like, what? Next up, it is Schnub.
I channel my voice through the cabbage. Can I do that?
Make me religion. But whether you are able or not to, it is gonna take up your action.
Alright, that's fine. That's a 25.
Fucking hell. Yes, you can speak through the cabbage, but it's gonna be interesting.
You shouldn't have called me dumb.
Nice. Oh, fuck.
Make me an intimidation.
13.
13.
That's a bad roll.
Yeah.
Oh, 13? No, I thought he said 8.
He responds back to you and just like, we were just gonna haggle them. We weren't gonna kill. Jackass.
We're just going to steal from them, not kill them.
Gonna take everything they own, you know?
So you hurt my pride.
And that's you. Unless you're gonna move or do a bonus action, that's your turn.
That is my
Yep. Next up, it is Stonehollow.
I move to Wilroft and I lay on hands. 30 hit points back.
Ooh, thank you.
And then stand defensively near her.
Yeah,
He looks at you.
get a bonus.
He looks at you. I can't really stand near my friends now, can I? Next up is Oriana.
Crossbow.
Ding.
Poor son of a bitch.
This poor son of a bitch.
Okay, make
so
me that
that's-
attack.
Damn it! Is that in 8? Snake.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna hit him.
Yeah, it's just normal. Yeah, I attacked 2 times, so I'm gonna try it again.
Oh, yeah, I guess you do.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Isn't it? I'm not enraged or anything. I'm just simply reloading and 16.
16, he is going to cast shield on himself. So no. And last up it is Lux.
Yeah. How far away is this man again?
80 feet.
80 feet.
Come on, you got anything to smite him from a distance? If not, just run.
what god has Lux? Worship again.
Yeah.
It's a cool guy.
Yeah.
He hasn't actually said it out loud.
Oh, he has not.
Stonehowl has asked him too.
Actually, if that's the case, I will be back in about 5 minutes. I apologize again, so just converse as you guys murder a here.
Okay.
Rahid, not a here, Rahid.
Pete, alright.
I thought it was
What I wanted
Rashid.
to do was because in my rock form I get extra melee damage, I wanted to go over there and punch him to death.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to think of the most violent ways to kill him. I have a few ideas.
Just gotta be a bandit. Jeez.
I mean,
This
Yeah,
is
just
kind
run
of.
up and kill him already. Come on.
yeah, true. You might as well have fun with it, though.
Are you a cat now? Do we just put cat ears and little rocks sticking out of
I
your
mean,
head?
it's not like the entire encampment will think, oh, these snares must be the work of those random people. Let's
no.
mount a giant scale attack.
No, not at all.
Yeah, like,
And
yeah,
they
we
were
just, like-
talking about something. Oh, back to this. Crossbows have loading. Because of the time required to load this weapon, you can only fire 1 piece of ammunition when you use an action, bonus action, or reaction to fire it, regardless of the number of attacks that you can normally make.
Oh,
So,
my
So
bad.
you can't, like, have 20 loaded crossbows in your bag?
Oh,
you
maybe-
can technically have several crossbows already loaded. Fire one, drop it, pull another one, fire it, drop it, pull another one, fire it, drop it. That you can do.
Chung, chung, chung.
Oh, okay. Well, I missed. So, I guess nothing was really affected.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul.
It's not a big
Other
deal.
than we just smeared his friends across the sands.
That's a little different.
Oh, his friends are another story. They're a schmear.
So if these guys are bandits, they did point out that they live not too far in the mountains.
And that was really not our job. You guys want to like go there and kill every last one of them?
What?
Yeah,
It's kind of ridiculous that you're killing these to begin with.
It is. It truly is. But they insulted our pride.
It's kind of like a huge overreaction.
Yeah, a very big overreaction. It probably is. But they're evil. It's totally just. It's like Batman using guns.
I mean, they could have been they couldn't be panhandling because again, they didn't have merchandise to sell.
Yeah.
Actually, they did have tomatoes.
Oh,
they're gonna shoehorn tomatoes.
Yeah.
I mean, theoretically.
In all honesty, they probably were going to come up to them, say a few kind words, try and help about a little bit of this or that, and then like half the party steal from them. Is probably what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So, as you all have been discussing this, Raheem's kind of been there, like, picking up the bits and pieces of his friend. Tom, this was your first run with us. I'm gonna show you the ropes.
Man, at least he didn't jump out a window.
Now your stomach is a rope.
wow! What the hell, Real Raw? What has become
He's
of you?
holding his friends,
I
just watching this
looked
sick
just at
party,
Will Roth,
laughing.
So it's Lux's turn right now. Lux, what are you gonna do?
So you're taking out the anger that I pent up
No kidding.
from making 3 glob bombs.
That's not my fault.
I'm gonna run as far as I can to get to them, as close as I can get.
You have 30 feet of movement, so you can dash at them and reach within 20 feet of him.
I'm just gonna run it because I know dashing takes up my action.
Yeah?
You have a ranged attack, buddy?
True. I have javelins and that's about it.
Tuck one at him, sure.
Oh yeah, oh, wait, I forgot to say this. Everybody, all the cantrips I've given you are once per long rest thing. Just saying that right now.
You said that during the big update a few sessions ago.
Cool, just making sure,
Yeah,
So-
I'm trying to save it, like, until it's fully necessary, then using it on this one single dude. Oh wait, I have a question.
Yes?
Can I throw the Orbitar yet? Was that something we established?
Can you throw what?
The Orbitar, the floating shield?
You can't throw it at him yet.
I can't?
No, you can't. It's linked to your body via magic item.
Damn it. I'm gonna throw a javelin at him.
Okay.
Make me an attack.
I'm gonna aim for his right eye. Cause why not?
Careful.
Force of justice here, guys.
Well, in my defense, they were gonna rob people, and I guess it's better they're dead.
I'm aiming for his dick, cause we're getting that. We're gonna get rid of that.
Jesus Christ.
If he somehow survives, he won't have that at least.
If you're aiming for that, you're gonna have to fight. You're gonna have to make that attack a disadvantage. To aim for a specific piece of his body.
Good luck. I guess.
Let me just make the rolls.
I'm never gonna have children ever again.
I got a 19 with disadvantage.
He's gonna cast shield and protect himself, so no.
Isn't shield still up?
Yeah, he doesn't need to cast it again, and he couldn't even do that because it's a reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 19 disadvantage though.
So, you throw a javelin, it misses. You can make another attack.
Wait, I missed for the 19?
Yeah, because he cast shield, so his AC is 21 right now.
Oh, I'm just gonna throw a javelin normally then. Fuck this. I'm not going for that again.
Okay, make that attack.
17.
That.
Us.
He's gonna take the hit actually, because I think shield only works on the first attack.
Nope. It
No.
lasts until the start of your next turn.
Oh, okay. Well, then if that's the case, then yeah, you miss for that as well.
Oh,
Two,
back to the bottom.
two javelins go near where he is, but just manage to miss just barely.
Wait, can I do that with a bonus action? 1 minute. I need to check this out real quick. Crusader's Mantle. I think for a bonus action, I think I can cast this spell. No. Nope, never mind.
So it's Rahid's turn, right?
Yep.
Yep, I would believe.
Rahid falls to his knees and kind of crawls over to the remains of one of his allies, and tries to reach his hand out to grab at their chest and try to pull it close to him. And he's now hugging the corpse, the upper torso of one of his friends, and he's just sobbing profusely, and you guys can hear him wail and sob and cry as he's kind of saying, "It was just gonna be a run. It was just to show you guys the ropes, just to show Tom how to do it. Get in, talk to people, get things, leave. Nobody gets armed." And that's gonna be his turn.
Oh, he's just gonna cry.
Yeah, he's just gonna cry.
So,
It is Willarov's turn.
Jesus Christ.
Don't do it.
Alright, rock ball would be overkill.
Don't. Yeah.
Don't do it, you're right, that would be overkill.
Don't even.
Okay, as a DM, I could just say this. He is defeated. This is up to you if you want to kill him or just leave him out.
Stonehowl has a problem with killing him right now.
We could probably just walk away right now. Although, would that be crueler because he's now horribly saddened and has a penchant out for us?
I'm going to at least talk to him.
You know what? You can talk. I guess I could join you. Although I don't know exactly what word you could say, but I'll leave you to that and just stay at about 20 feet away and let you're talking.
As you all, I'm guessing everybody's going to approach him if that's the case. But you guys are going to stay like a distance and let the talkers approach him more so.
I guess. We'll T-pose around him.
So, he is there, kind of, at the point where you guys all walk up to him, he's kind of gathered the body of Brother 1, Brother 3, and Tom, and he's kind of like trying to hold them all in, like, if he's holding them together to get like a group hug, but one of them is intestines are being spilled out, the other one doesn't have half their head, the other one is a torso without any other things attached to it. He's kind of just there sobbing away. And Stonehowl, what do you say to Rahid?
Not bad.
This is what happens when you follow those wicked ways. Turn away from that now, and you may keep your life.
He slowly turns his head up to you. Wicked ways. Did you see any of those people there? Those fat cats? They had far more than they needed.
That they earned what they had.
You don't know that.
You did not.
You don't know if they earned it.
He's not wrong there. Is that a point?
Thievery.
Do not talk to a noble like that.
But also, it's not their place to judge.
They earned that. And that's what Stonehowl says.
And these young men earned this.
For doing terrible things. For attempting to.
He points to Tom's body, and you can see that half of Tom's head is off. Necklace is barely dangling. The obsidian is cracked and broken. He hasn't done anything. He joined our group just a month ago and wanted to help us. You don't like living like nomads? You gotta find a way. Things don't grow in the desert. He was innocent.
Cabbage can grow in a cat desert. And I just pull out like a sack.
Go for it. That sounds actually pretty good.
And now he looks at you and just says to you with one line. Man shall not survive on cabbage alone. And he is going to contest religion with you.
He's defying the laws of the Pope. He must be slaughtered.
What do I have to do now?
You roll religion against his religion to see who shall be the ruling religion.
Well, tough shit, cause I got a natural 35.
What? You prove your holiness.
You kind of just hover for a few seconds, a giant blossoming cabbage pops behind you. You look like one of those freaking bosses in Astro's Wrath. Just kind of hold it like, cabbage shall be what you survive on. He looks at you and flips you off.
As she goes off on, or he goes off on his religion, he gets the holy glow, the halo of cabbage around his head.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Laura Brussels spout. So Rahid is just there. He's not being consoled by any means. He's still sad and scarred for life.
Of course, yeah. But I'm kind of using this. This is a teaching moment. This is a point where you are going to change your ways.
Mom has
I've never
kicked
seen
in.
this much blood in my whole life. I've never even seen the inside of a person before. Not even a flesh wound I've seen.
I shout from a distance, well, we fixed that one, didn't we?
You broke your blood virginity.
How was your cherry?
Oof.
Sorry. Maybe I don't shout no. No, I shout the first part.
So how close are you guys all to him? If are you guys around him?
About 20 feet away with the
I'm
rest of the
listening distance.
Yeah.
So everybody's 20-ish feet around him, right?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be a little closer since I approached to be able to talk to him.
I wouldn't say we're exactly bunched up, but we're about 20 feet just around him.
T-posing.
Okay then. Alright, well that's wonderful. Everybody make me a dex save.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
14.
I'm on edge. Natural. What's my dex mod? Is it good? Doesn't matter. It's not 20.
You just have a plus. You have a +3 to your dex. So 23 for you if there's a nat 20.
20. What? +4. 27 because of that whole +4 thingy majig or whatever that rule is.
Oh wait, that's right. It's +7. That's right.
I don't have luck today. I got a critical fail, but with my thing, it's a 6.
Okay. No.
Critical fail's
If it's a critical fail, that means it is -4 from that.
Probably a 2 lux.
No,
Actually, no. Yours would be a 4 -4, so it's another 0.
I'm
no.
Lux.
gonna give up at this point.
It's how big is your radius? Is your radius on saves there, Stonehow?
Mine has been reduced.
Oh yeah, that's right. And so that means Lux yours would be.
I think Lux's is better anyways, so.
Yeah. So Schnub, what is yours?
Schnub is basking in glory and received a -1.
And Stonehow, what was yours?
11.
So other than the person who murdered his family, everybody's taking the full brunt of this fireball.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
This one does.
So it is going to be.
Oh, I only get half!
That is right. Because unlike Willeroff, he doesn't have a magic fireball that changes his fucking things around.
Last, just not to be.
So everybody is going to be taking. Okay. 7, 9, 9 times 6.
That's a lot of damn.
Nice.
Wow. Okay, so everybody's only going to be taking 37 points of fire damage, except whoever has resistance and Willeroff.
Ooh. Oh, does double resistance mean I take half of half? With
What do you mean
resistance?
double? What do you mean double?
In that specific morph, I have resistance to fire damage.
No.
Okay, so just half?
Yeah. So that and now, well, Rahid has just killed himself
Oh, okay.
in a last-ditch effort of some sort of seeking revenge against you guys because, yeah, fuck you guys.
That's a plus. It's less work for us.
Well, he chose his path.
And now everybody needs to make me another deck save at disadvantage this time.
Oh no! Goodbye, world.
11. I have 7.
Okay, 11 from Oriana. Lux, what are you?
1 minute. I just one.
14.
Say again there, Wilroff.
14.
13?
I don't want to talk about it. I gotta.
Why does the beginning of your thing cut off?
I know, all we
It
get is
just says
team.
Ahem! 14! Oh, why does it keep cutting off?
There
like
we
that?
hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, all we
Okay,
get is
everything
team.
are my voice. 14.
Okay, 14 from you. What did you get there, Schnub?
17.
Stonehall, what would you?
11.
Oriana?
That was 14.
And Luck.
I don't want to talk about it. Got another critical fail.
What is?
Fuck. Oh my god. Are you okay?
Change your goddamn dice, motherfucker.
You see, I
He's getting his bad rolls out of the way.
He's,
Yeah.
he's vomiting out all the bad times.
Yeah.
So everybody except I think who got a 17?
I did.
Yeah, everybody is going to be taking. Where is it? Everybody's going to be taking 30 points of bludgeoning damage, except for Schnub, who's going to be taking half of this. Actually, no, wait. Stonehold, you're going to be taking half because you have the shield thing, right?
Depends on what this is.
It's you guys are falling.
Falling?
Oh, it's a fall?
How many
Oh, from the
Yep, it's
blast
a fall.
back or something?
It's a fall. That's not bludgeoning damage. Okay.
Wait,
What is
how,
it? Is it just
Fall
falling
damage.
Oh well, then yeah. You guys
I
take
would-
50 points of fall damage, except Schnub, who takes half of it because.
30?
So let me describe what happens. When Wilroff casted the rock ball, it created a tremor in the earth around where he was hit. And then in a last
How much more damage was that again?
it's just 30, you take 15 because you succeeded on the save.
Okay.
He wanted to end you all, so he tried a fireball. The fireball put enough force into the ground that it cracked, and you have all fallen in a large 40 diameter hole down into an opening. Let me get my opening.
Okay.
Should probably
Using-
heal everyone.
Well, before you heal, using the same thing I used against the Jester for mass transport, can I spend the spell slots to get everyone out of this hole with Dimension Door?
You can indeed do that, although we'll probably use up a decent amount.
Can we just
It would
stay in
be-
the hole for a while?
Relax a
Hold up.
moment.
There might be something fun in the hole.
We are technically out of combat, correct?
That is correct.
There's no reason to not short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. We could just take a short rest.
sleep.
In this hole, we get, for how long? I guess an hour?
Yeah. But let's check the situation first.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're just in like a 30-foot, a 40-foot hole of sand.
50 foot.
Foot.
As you guys didn't land harsh. You guys landed on a bunch of sand. And the cave around you is sandstone with a bits of other rocks. It looks, for some reason, like it was crafted. Like if somebody took hammer and nail and chisel to carve out a few little bits of tunnels and passageways that you could see into the walls of the cavern. although they did not accommodate for the giant sunroof that you guys have just made.
So does it look like we fell into a pre-existing tunnel, or does this look like a sinkhole?
You guys have fallen into what looks like, and let me get it now, fallen into a room that looks to be like the entrance to a temple, sandstone-wise, with a bits of pillars that would look like they would be used to hold lights inside of around you all. There seems to be two tunnels, one leading left, that's kind of narrow into an archery, and the one leading right, which looks more like a normal cave entrance.
Have we discovered? This is weird.
Something interesting. Does the architecture seem to have artwork on it at all, or is it ornate? Does it seem very well built?
Roll me perception.
Does it remind me of anything I might have seen at my monastery?
Roll me history and perception.
History and perception. Okay.
Well, I got a 6, so unless it's human, I don't recognize this.
What you can...
Sorry, you could go
Oh,
first.
no. Tell me your perception as well.
So for perception, that would be 11, and for history, that would be a 17.
Stonehall, you are not able to make out much. It seems like a lot of the craftsmanship has been worn away because sandstone isn't known to hold its shape for that long. Willeroff, you look a bit deeper in and you can kind of make out a bits of humanoid-esque shapes, but what catches your eye is that it seems that somebody took a knife or something sharp and kind of graffitied on the humans, giving them like long noses, wonky eyes, giving them claw hands and tails, and one person has a halo, the other person has a donkey head looking like that. Basically a little bit of graffiti, but the graffiti destroyed the actual artwork on the temple, so it just looks like a bunch of hodgepodge of random shit now. With that history though, you're able to remember that a few of the kids from your village did used to crush rock and mess it with mud and clay to make graffiti for their walls to kind of decorate their houses, because the houses in your village were very boring and bland.
Huh. This architecture here reminds me of something I've seen back at my home. Perhaps this temple is of... to me. Should we go in?
You guys are gonna
There's
take a
no
short
reason
rest.
to not go in.
Are you taking a short rest first?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Alright.
I want you to know, before this though, that where you guys fell in, it is very bright because the sun is seeping through, so you guys can see a little bit around, so your dock about 60 feet out of it is normal vision, but after that, everything is going to be pitch black. And I believe everybody in the party has dark vision.
Actually, I don't know if I have dark vision.
Dragon
Yeah,
I don't believe Dragonborn do.
have dark vision?
I don't think so.
I thought every single monstrous race had dark vision.
If I cast light,
I don't think I have dark vision. I'm a human. No.
like if I cast light on Oriana's eyeballs, right?
Is it like the line of sight projectiles? from-
Yeah, exactly. Those.
I keep forgetting that Oriana actually supposed to have perception at disadvantage, you know, I keep forgetting that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Guess I'm gonna keep forgetting anyway, because, you know, screw that. You just have the one eye for fluff. So,
I think it's just Stonehell and Strub that have dark vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to have lighting. But first, short rest. I'm just gonna roll those hit die.
What happened with the camels and bodies up there? Did some of them fall down in here? Did they just blow up?
Everything fell down actually, it's just that they're covered by sand. You're able to smell, actually, because of the perceptions you guys got, but your passive perceptions, you're able to smell a bit of charred human flesh. The elf smells a bit better, Stonehowl and Schnub, you can tell that.
That's
But and
me.
the camels are nothing. They are ash because they were smears.
poor camels. They would have been delicious.
Aww.
Yeah, but now they're burnt, covered in sand, and covered in their friend's gore.
It's meat.
Meat is meat. Alright, I'm gonna use some of my hit die. 6d6.
Yeah, I'm gonna use probably 4. We'll see what we get.
You can use any amount of hit die.
Yeah.
We're not likely to be taking another long rest, a short rest, right?
Not likely, but it's possible.
I might as well just use all 96. Do I add my con modifier to that?
I don't know actually.
Yes.
I believe
You add your
do.
con modifier to every one.
3 die?
Which is a reason to hold back.
Maybe I'll use a few less, because I was like, man, I got a pretty diminishing return with 6.
So you guys, how long is this short rest gonna be? Just 1 hour?
An hour? Yeah.
It's an hour of, I don't even think we're sleeping, just light rest.
So are you guys going to be exploring a bit of the darker areas, or just staying in the sunlight at the moment?
I'd say just sunlight for the long
I actually want to dig a little bit and kind of see if we can salvage anything from these bodies.
You're going to have to make me a survival. And do you have a tool by any means to pick up the amount of sand and debris that fell
I do
down?
have a shovel.
Wonderful. You can make this survival at advantage.
So that's a 16.
A 16. Let me get this, please. Hold on. I actually have a small little sheet for what you would get from these guys. So that's a 16. So you are going to get fuck. You don't get that by saying.
Odd.
Who left?
That would be Lux.
Aww. You
I guess I'll use 7 hit die.
you get, let me roll to see. You get a crocodile skin pouch with what seems to be tomatoes in it. Like cherry tomatoes in it, not squished. You get 3 cherry tomatoes in the bag, and you also find a little glove covered in what seems to be snake skin. Inside this glove, however, is a hand.
Oh.
Oh.
I have no problem taking the hand out of the glove.
You are able to tell because of being an orc, you know what a warrior's hand would feel like, and this feels way too soft, flimsy, and tender looking. It looks kind of like feminine-ish.
Stupid elves. I don't care if it's an elf or not, I'm calling it an elf.
It is Tom's hand. And poor Tom. Poor Tom.
And by that I mean he should burn.
Oh boy.
Well, he did burn.
Yeah.
Are you going to... You found one of the bodies. There are 4 more.
Well, if we've got time, I will dig more.
You have the time to be able... It'll take about 10 minutes to get each body, so you'll have 10 minutes remaining at the end of it, basically.
Okay.
You will still get the benefits of a short rest, also, just making sure that's out there.
Sound good. I spent 5 HD, by the way.
Okay, cool. So, make me another survival advantage.
That's a 10.
Okay, a 10. You find brother number 2, and you get... From brother number 2, you get... a grappling hook connected to hempen rope. The grappling hook looks to be in the shape of what seems to be a griffin claw, and the rope seems to be just fine, although it looks like it was torn at the end, like it should have been longer, but it isn't.
Okay.
You get 50 feet of hempen rope and a grappling hook. And I'm guessing 3 more, right?
Maybe. I only
Maybe.
rolled twice so far.
It's up to you if you want to go loot the other bodies.
Unless anybody else is doing this.
I might as well. I'll join.
You will make a survival normally, no advantage.
I've got a shovel too. Can I make with advantage if I'm helping?
Yes. If you have a shovel, you can make advantage. If you have tools, you get to do it at advantage.
9?
A 9. You find brother number 3, and you get... shit. There's a list. You get... Huh, okay, that's interesting. You get a pendant with the crest of an hawk. The eyes of the hawk seem to be an emerald, but one of the eyes is missing. It just has a little socket there.
I guess I'll look for something too.
Shiny.
Okay.
I got a 15 with advantage.
You find brother, the last remaining brother, and you get... Huh, okay. You get a broken pommel. It seems like you find a scabbard where they were holding a scimitar, and inside the scimitar scabbard is a broken pommel with just enough of the blade so that it wouldn't fall out of the scimitar. The handle seems to be pretty decent, but the blade looks rusty, old, and broken, like this could never be used in combat whatsoever. And that just leaves...
Feels bad, man.
It was bad. It weren't that dangerous.
You didn't have to smear them across the desert.
And now...
You have to.
Wait, not
So-
to did.
So, and there's one body remaining if anybody wants to go look for that.
I'll look for it.
Make me survival.
We made a cool discovery along the way.
28.
Just murdered some random people.
Motherfucker! Okay.
She's
Yeah?
the quill of wisdom.
You get a purple feather. The tip of the purple feather seems to be a quill tip. And the quill is made of gold. So it's a gold quill that you could have put into a hat that looks like a purple feather. It is really big, and it's almost the full length of your forearm. You
A giant purple feather, nice.
Yep.
You also get a compass, a very ornate looking compass, that has the picture of the sun and moon on it instead of the north and south, but it seems to be pointing like a north and south compass. You also get 2 potions of healing,
Yay!
and finally, from that whole thing, you get a broken bottle of wine.
Oh?
This Discord crashed.
Oh, that sucks.
No. You get a broken bottle of wine. It is broken, but there's wine inside of it. Sand seems to be congealing where the wine is being dripped out, but there's about half a bottle remaining.
Alright, I can share it out and we can drink that.
Right now?
Yeah, why not?
Hey, why not?
Sounds good.
You'll
Because
be away.
Because
Yeah.
everybody kind of did their own little bit when they were searching for a body, instead of taking 50 minutes like it would have taken Stonehall alone, it just took everybody 20 minutes, and you have 40 minutes just to relax and just kind of like mull over what just happened.
I guess I'll pass the broken wine to Stonehall and go bury the body.
There is nothing to bury, is the thing.
Oh, fuck. Scatter seeds.
You can actually, from your survival, you found bits and pieces of the body, but not like full forearms, but like literally chunks remaining, covered in sand.
Oh, whatever I can, I'll just pile them together.
Mm-hmm.
You have now made, what do you call those things? Like, something that people pray to made of flesh. You basically made one of those.
An effigy?
Yes, you made an effigy in a corner with all the body pieces that you've got.
Uh,
We're gonna burn that, right?
yeah, let's burn that.
And pass the wine over to Oriana.
Alright, I'll pour a little bit in my bowl, because Dragon Mouth doesn't do well with drinking. And I'll pass it off on to maybe Lux if he's here.
Could have one.
So everybody's gonna take some of the wine then, right?
Yeah. I think so.
You kind of before you take a sip of it, you kind of smell it a bit, and you don't smell any alcohol from it really. And when you take your drink from it, it is basically grapefruit. It's grape juice with a little drop, a hint, it's like it stared at alcohol across the room. I was too shy to say hello to it. That's how much alcohol content you get from it, and it's very watered down.
Ugh, elven wine.
No, actually, Stonehall. It is not elvish wine. This is
Stonehall's still saying that.
okay, but it's actually normal human wine, but they basically watered it down to the point that they could stretch it because they didn't have a bunch of it. So so everybody gets their little sip of it. You heal 1d4, which means that everybody gets healed 1 HP.
Nice.
Oh, that helps.
I already recovered to full, but I'll take it. Ooh.
I mean, I've got 6 damage remaining, so.
So, you guys have like 30 minutes just to roleplay as I prepare something here, so.
Well, I guess
so. We do have. It's possible to get out of here, but we might as well just look around down here. There obviously was at one point an entrance. Whether that's buried or not now, we don't know.
Seem to have at least found something cool. Maybe by accident. Maybe I.
Not sure what might be down here. If it is, it's probably dead.
It could be dead, but knowing our track record, it also might want us dead.
True.
Plus, there was a giant explosion, so they should be coming to us.
Yeah, well, no, I don't even. I'm pretty sure the people down here wouldn't be very, if there are any, would be very surprised by an explosion. It looks pretty old because it's buried in sand, and these ruins look like they were meant to be above ground.
Stonehall and Luck, you both smell something really foul. It's really bad. It's ringing in your ears. Coming from the archway entrance to the temple that's on the left.
Lovely.
So I still have 1 arm and a cast.
Yes.
And then I've got 1 hand that's fucked up.
We want to get that taken care of before we deal whatever stings.
The smell.
I have to do that in town. I have to have a professional do that.
Yeah.
The smell is becoming a lot worse. And now
I raise and draw my axe.
You're hearing it. It's ringing in your head now. Not only the smell, but the sound. As you're hearing the shuffling of feet, and the dragging of claws, and a very low moaning sound. Do you all prepare yourself, or just Suno?
I'll prepare myself.
I'll prepare myself.
Prepare myself. Stone skin is going on.
And you all look towards the. You look at the archway. Everybody with dark vision is able to see the 4 figures walking much more like shambling towards you all. They're not the biggest creatures, but they are rather smelling. And you guys see, covered in some seemingly torn up ceremonial robes, dirtied by being down here for so long, very light-skinned creatures with large claws and a long tongue walking towards you all. They're growling and moaning and groaning, and they are very much attracted to the noise, the smell of the burning bodies behind you all. Ooh. And they have their eyes now set on Luck, Schnub, and Stonehouse.
Well then.
Are they undead?
They are undead.
Oh, we have a cleric.
I'm
Kill him
charging
to death.
You are what? Say again there?
I could cast Turn Undead.
Charging in also. Yeah, cleric, do your cleric things. Turn the undead. I don't know if you can do that.
Fix the undead.
Friggin'.
Go fix them. They're broken.
Yeah, make them feel better. They need a band-aid. I don't know. Fix them.
Oh, I know how to fix them.
With your
I'm
sword.
charging in.
And I'm not stopping you, except that I could, but I won't.
Roll me initiative.
Oh, boy, it's time to roll initiative. I'm rolling.
22.
11.
Wait.
I have an 11.
I rolled an 18. Plus 3, 21.
Okay. So, sorry, can I get the one for Willroft again?
21.
That's 21 for Willroft. Can I get the one for
Yes.
Schnub?
22.
22. Okay, sorry, 1 second. I accidentally X'd off the thing, so just give me a second to get back to it. My bad.
Alright.
If anybody wants to make me a wisdom, history or survival in order to kind of assist yourself on what these fucking things are, feel free.
Why not?
They're undead.
Sure.
They're abominations. That's all I care about.
I mean, you
Although
know,
I got a natural 20 on that.
these are what seem to be mummified ghasts.
Ew.
The fuck is that?
They need to be cleansed from this planet. That's all I know.
So,
Seven.
Willroft, give me your initiative again. 21.
21. Yes, you're right.
Schnub, you got a Schnub. What about you? What did you get?
22.
Stoneheart, what did you get?
14.
14. Oriana, what did you get?
11.
11. Lux, what did you get?
Lux is not here right now.
I'm gonna say Lux is going last again, if that's the case.
Yeah. His Wi-Fi keeps being bad.
That's fine. Schnub, you go first.
I guess I'll cast Turn Undead. Why not?
What does Turn Undead do?
An action, you present your holy symbol, speak a prayer. Each undead you can see within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute, or until it takes any damage.
Alright.
Also, if the CR is less than 1, it is destroyed.
Okay then. Well, their CR is... Where is that? Where is it? Give me a second. Ah!
Find it!
I'm sorry!
I have a CR of 2, so it doesn't matter.
They are CR2, yeah, so that doesn't work. But they need to make a wisdom save. What is the DC?
16.
Okay then, they have nothing to wisdom, so.
They have advantage against it, so
Really?
yeah. Gas.
Okay then. Okay. So that means that they save, critical save, and save.
Well, good luck, guys.
They all kind of just like shamble a bit more. They hold for a little, like an instance, and then they keep moving towards you guys.
Oh.
Next up, it is Willroth.
Okay, I can see them. Right?
Yes, they're within 30 feet of you guys.
Okay. Spell time. I look at Stone Howl, ready to kick their asses. I cast haste on him.
Her.
Her.
Their ass is better. Her. Her. Shouldn't assume genders, you're right. Stone Howl, you're now under the effects of haste.
Hooray.
At my bonus action, I'm gonna peek over his shoulder and quicken a rock bolt right at one of their faces, the closest to me.
Okay, that is gas number 4.
It's number 4. Take a rock bolt.
How much damage is that?
We got a crit hit. Okay, natural 20. Woohoo. Okay, so that's 48.
Noise.
I cheer in the back.
10. I'm gonna roll 40, 10, and add my little 3. So, to tell you the damage, that would be 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
You smack him, and he kind of stumbles back a bit, but he is very much unfazed by your attack on him, and he keeps moving forward.
Oh.
Nah, movements. I'm just gonna shuffle a few feet back and let Stone Howl cut them down.
It is now that gas's turn, the one that you hit.
Oh.
And his gaze has turned from Stonehowl to you.
Well then.
I was gonna shamble towards you.
He eyes everybody in the group. Tell me your formation right now.
Stone Howl charged in, so he's up front. I'm right behind him. And then Lux is behind me, and I think Aura, I don't know where those two are.
I'm kind of lagging in the back. Probably still.
I'm somewhere off the side.
Do I live?
You do live, we can hear you.
You do live.
You do live, yay!
Lux, we just assumed that you rolled another horrible roll for your initiative. We're fighting ghasts that have ambushed us from within the cave.
Like Minecraft?
Yeah.
Not the ghasts that shoot
What are
fireballs.
those?
These ones are
Smelly.
These are
Yeah.
nasty.
You know
Undead.
that.
Demonic.
This gas is going to run up to Stonehowl and make a claw attack right at your chest.
Closet,
Okay.
closet. Add 2 to your armor class, Stone Howl.
Cool. That actually doesn't change my AC because I don't have an arm to use my shields.
Better.
Well, it matches your AC, I believe. Yours is 22, right?
Yes.
Yeah, then it matches your AC, which means I believe it hits, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a hit. Also, that's
Okay.
really.
You are going to take... you're going to take 9 points of slashing damage and make me a con save.
9 of slashing.
Mm-hmm.
And for con, that's a 13.
You pass. It is not. He kind of just like, as he slashes, his friend comes up now behind him and goes to slash again at you. That is a 20 to hit. Does that hit? No, it does not. So it misses. It glances off your armor, and one of his claws kind of breaks off. He's kind of looking a bit decomposed at this point, really. They've been down here a while. Next up, so these two are now 5 feet around Stonehowl, and next up on it, it is Stonehowl's turn.
Have fun!
The one that hit me is going to take an axe to the face.
Extra attack, and you get another attack which you can use to attack.
And another attack, because I'm an awesome person that can attack. So the first attack...
3 now if you only have 1 extra attack.
Yes.
Man, I rolled to see what I would have got, and it wasn't a critical fail.
Aww.
Well,
So does a 20 hit?
Yes, a 20 hits.
Okay, I am going to smite this bitch.
Okay then.
now don't overdo it, but just...
Oh no, this is what Stonehowl does.
You know what? I kind of rockballed bandits. You can overdo it.
Like,
Yeah,
these
but
are
the thing
things
is,
that
you
I
guys
have a
are
problem
actually
against.
evil. The people above were just trying to survive.
They were thieves, and I don't want to get into the moral ambiguity of our party just yet. Besides, we slaughtered, like, harpies a while ago because a lord told us to. By the way, are we gonna go talk to him again, or what happened?
He's probably dead.
Yeah.
Assume
How-
he's dead. I still don't know why we did that for him, but you know what? It's
How
what's
many
done is
ghasts are
done.
how many ghasts are there?
They're 4 gas.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 19 damage to the first one.
As you slash him, the radiance of your blade shines through the wound, and he explodes and disintegrates. That one's
And
dead.
second attack at the other one next to me.
He looks at you.
So that's a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
That's another smite.
Go ahead.
What is oh shit in undead?
Jerry was 2 weeks from retirement.
That's a 29 damage.
Holy fuckity fuck.
Explosion!
These are undead.
He isn't dead, but he's really bloody low. He's not bleeding, but because his wound seems to have cauterized itself, and whatever is coming out is like dust.
Kind of oozing.
His eyes
Right.
are still trained on you.
Like, will he
And-
explode with a thunder step?
My third attack at him.
Because you are hasted.
Yep. That is a 24 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
I will not smite this one. Because
Okay.
I think it is pretty weak. That will be taking 12 points of damage.
Wow, right on the money. You kill this one. You cut it in half. It's dead. It's
I move
fall
to the
the
next
ground.
one.
I just...
You walk up about 20 feet to reach this one.
Mm-hmm.
60 feet of movement now.
No,
Maybe
I
not.
don't want to, yeah. But I don't want another one going off to somebody else. I want one of them to at least stay on me. At the
Oh
very
no,
least.
both these two have now trained their eyes on you. They're going to attack you. And
Okay.
I kind of
Maybe
assume like you walk up and
pull you
chest
one,
bump
you're
them a little
closest holy
bit.
person to them right now.
Could do something stupid again, though. You never know.
We're really good at stupid.
This entire party is really good at stupid. Anyway, yeah, that's Stonehowl's turn.
Mhm.
So you're not gonna make a 4th attack?
I don't have a 4th attack. I just
Surprisingly.
wanted to move up to one so that it attacks me.
Oh, but aren't you hasted?
He got
I
it
already used my 3rd attack.
Haste gives you an extra action, and if you use the attack and have extra attack, don't you get 2 extra attacks for that?
One weapon attack
Weapon attack.
only.
Yeah,
Oh,
the extra attack does not apply to haste
Really?
actions. That's
Correct.
what I learned, but Jen doesn't know that, and we're not going to tell him that.
yeah, we're
It
not.
says specifically in haste, in quotation, one weapon attack only.
Hey, it's vague, but you know what? Jen doesn't understand it, so we're not going to tell him anyway.
We're not gonna.
So
So you walk up to one, and it doesn't have sentinels, so it's not gonna provoke an attack. So it's just like looking at you in the face, and it's turn now. It's gonna attack you because you just killed Jerry and Tom.
Aww.
Poor Tom.
Bad about it.
At least he didn't jump out a window.
Oh my goodness, that is a nat 20.
oh,
Against whom?
The gas in front of you,
farts.
his name's Spike. He's gonna attack you now, and he's going to make 2 swipes at you. It's gonna be 1 attack, but I'm gonna fluff it as 2 because I believe it's gonna hit you if it's a nat 20.
Yeah, that is.
So you're going to be taking 46. You're going to be taking 11, 18 points of slashing damage, and make me a con save.
18. So let's see. That con is a 12.
You pass. You feel a little bit of freezing up in your chest, but it just passes. You just believe it was just your muscles tensing up, your bosom.
I don't know. These are undead. I think I would understand what they're trying
It's more of like a yuck kind of clench rather than a ooh kind of clench.
to. Yeah.
But from that clench, the other... Actually, no, it's Oriana's turn now.
Woo! I get to murder things.
Kill them, kill them.
They are with this. The one in Stonehouse 20 feet away from you. Sorry, 40 feet away from you. No, 30 feet away from you, and the next one is 40 feet away from you.
Oh, okay. I'll go ahead and meet my 40-foot speeds. I'm gonna say hello to it.
So you're attacking anyone that isn't attacking Stonehold then, right?
Yeah, I'll let Stonehold have
Okay.
first. I will go into... I just have normally to... Oh, fuck it, that's all. We'll go ahead and go to Rage. We'll have...
It looks at you.
It's fine. I'm also gonna just be silly and go, yeah, I'll do Reckless. Reckless attack. That sounds fun.
Okay. Attack it.
And I'll just use my normal axes. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Great X. Great X. But anyways, it is a natural 20.
Damn.
Yeah, okay, go for that hit.
Oh, you just hit 9, didn't you?
Yeah.
You've got brutal critical.
Oh.
Oh, what's brutal critical? Judging by the name, that doesn't sound very nice.
So you know that orc thing that I have that when I crit I get to roll an extra die of damage?
Yeah.
Barbarians get that as an ability.
That's why orc barbarians are really mean.
The orc and a barbarian, does that stack?
That stacks. It's 2 separate abilities.
Oh,
And it's yep.
I did. Not my D. What is my? Oh. It is a 6 damage. Yes, 6 damage, and next is 8 damage.
So 14 points of slashing damage on this one.
Yep, I'm gonna whack it again.
What kind of a weapon are you using?
I'm using my Great Axe. It says 1d12 plus 3.
1d12.
Oh, wait, I
Okay,
added
your
the...
strength gets added on that, and your rage gets added on that.
Oh!
Yeah.
Shit!
That should be a little more.
Yeah.
Reckless
You
critical.
did roll the 2d12.
Okay.
3d12, technically.
3d12. Oh, God. 3d12 plus, what, 5?
Damn it, now I don't remember.
It's 3d12 plus 5 plus 3.
Let me read that properly then. So I rolled an 8, I add my strength to that. What else was I adding to it?
Your rage.
3 for your rage. So after 3 rolls of a die 12, you add 8 on top of that.
Oh, okay. Ooh. So that's a 24.
That feels better.
Okay.
Yeah. Still kind of low, but yeah, that sounds right.
I ended up rolling a 2. One
Yeah.
of the attacks.
Okay, well,
What can you do about it?
okay, well, this one still isn't looking too well, and you have another attack, so go ahead.
Alright.
Harder.
18 it hits.
18 does hit. Roll to hit. Or, I mean, roll damage.
And I pretty much just do the same thing.
Minus 1d, or minus. It's just
2.
1d12.
Oh.
It's 1d12 now, because no crit, no brutal crit.
Oh, okay. Um, 18?
18 points of damage?
Yep. And I roll in a 1.
Wait, what?
No, one of my hit dice was a 1. Oh.
You roll 1d12 and then you add 8 to it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if
Okay,
that's the
so that
case,
was a
you do
9.
9 points of damage.
Yeah, okay, then it's a 9.
Okay, well, this one's still standing, but it's not looking good. And I believe you get attack as a bonus action as well, right?
Yes! I'm just gonna keep beating it in the head.
He's gonna look at you and just kind of say to you in common, "Please no."
I'm just gonna laugh maniacally. As I hit it with a 21.
That does hit. D12.
D12. And 15.
Oh my good lord. He is the dead.
You're better now! Sleep.
You chop him, and he just flees on the floor, dust and dirt and some black ichor dripping out of him. It's Lux's turn now.
Let's hit him good. You're a paladin. Smite them to hell.
Oh, you're right. I can do that.
The only one remaining is the one that is fighting Stonehowl.
You want to
Go
get it
for
away
it
with
if you want.
Stonehowl?
I just want to eradicate these.
Okay. Let me check.
Oh.
Love you, Hitler.
I'm I'm going to. I got chicks out first.
Say again?
Oh, I'm reading something real quick.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hit it with lightning breath.
Okay.
You sure you want to waste it on that?
You sure you don't? The thing is, if you, one way or another, you angle it, you're either gonna hit the creature and Oriana, or the creature and Stonehowl, or the creature, Stonehowl, and Wilroth.
Just
Why not?
Your sword would probably be better.
Why not get like a total thing and go with a thunder? No, I'm joking. With a team kill.
No, I want to live. Also, I think I have too much HP for that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we all blew up.
True.
Do your thing, Lux. Do your thing.
I'm not into that. It's not my cake.
Well.
Please leave my nips out of this.
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it with a. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna hit it with a sword.
Roll to hit, as one does.
I got a 16.
16 hits. It is too busy with Stonehowl to see the bronze dragon ball coming up next to it.
And I need to roll damage. Roll 1d8 plus 4.
And you can. You're a paladin too, right?
Yeah.
If you really wanted to, you could. I think spend spell slot smite. I don't know how that works.
Since these are undead, it'll end up being 3d8 for you, on top of whatever you roll for damage.
Yeah. I got an 8.
So that's an 8 with your longsword.
Yes.
And then roll me. Are you smiting?
Sure, why not?
That's going to be 3d6 or d8?
8.
3d8.
3d8. 6. Yes, the total is a 6.
That's terrible.
Oh.
That is sad, but you know what? It's a number. At 8 plus 6, I don't know what number that is, but it's a number of damage. 14. Nick's smart. Ants. The people are smart. 14.
It just as you whack it, it kind of is like from kind of like scratching at Stonehull. It kind of is like turns around, looking at you like, dude, what the fuck?
You know, how close am I to it? Just like
You're 5 feet away. You're 5 feet away.
Right up to it, my guy.
I'm
You ran
5
right
feet.
up.
I'm 5.
Do you have extra attack?
Yeah, I got another one. I was gonna make a joke and thunderstep, but like that's probably not the best idea.
Nah.
I mean, I don't even think it's weak enough to die to a thunderstep.
It could.
Also, if it does die to a thunderstep, guess who's also going to get hit by that?
So,
Everybody.
also
everyone
extra
around
attack.
it.
It's extra attack, so I think all you can do is swing your sword. So do that again.
Yeah.
Swack it! Come on, it's a
yes, you
pinata!
do.
Cool things come out of them!
I got an 11.
Yeah, I don't think that hits. Does it hit?
Does it?
That could hit.
They're in robes. What could robes be protecting them?
I'd have dexterity though. Like they might be ninja skills, dodging all your shit.
Thick skin.
That is true, thick skin. But the way they bled dust, I'm pretty sure these guys don't have thickness.
No. Not
You know,
that
now that I'm
thick.
thinking about it, if I just be a... No, I can't do that. Never mind. I was gonna say, it might have been a smart idea to do. Just do Crusader's Mantle. But I'm like, wait, I can't do that for the second attack.
It doesn't matter. This is the last one, anyways. So.
I recommend just hitting it. Trust me.
I did an 11 hit.
11?
Yeah.
This is the first time this creature in its long, sad life has not been hit by something.
I just imagine and now
As
like
you
it's
gracefully miss against it, it just looks at you as kind of like, it holds up its extra hand, gives you a claw thumb up, and it's like, thanks for missing.
I thought you were gonna say I hit Stonehowl. I'm like, oh.
No, that would be like a nat 1.
Or something really low, like another one of those zeros you've been rolling this entire game.
You know, now I imagine though that if that's the case, it's the only time it's been missed. It just wanders through the halls and bricks randomly hit it at times, and he's had a terrible time so far, just being hit with things.
Every single thing we try to kill has a tragic backstory.
Yeah, but
Such a tragic story.
Oh no, actually, the thing is, Spike, Jerry, and Tom and I, we kind of just like ended up being here, and you know, food was nice until it stopped. Then we starved a while.
Yeah, well, you don't have to be hungry anymore. Thwack!
It is Schnub's turn, so Schnub, you can twack it.
Snub can thwack it. That is always a possibility.
All the
Did he
fact
say he was hungry?
No, I'm not okay with that.
Shoving cabbage down his throat is a little too brutal even for the undead.
do it.
I mean, I have
Do it.
Hey, guys, look. I know I'm an undead. I know you guys want to kill me, but at least let the guy have a meal before he dies. So, what did you have in mind?
I mean, I could whip up a sandwich with those, dead travelers that are around. They're nice and crispy right now.
He looks around and his dead friends are kind of like,
Not your dead
I'll just sit in the corner. If you guys are cool with it, I'll just sit in the corner there and just wait until I get the sandwich.
Are you really going to do this to this ghast?
I want to feed him.
He's just nodding. Please, I'm hungry. I'm really hungry.
At this point, I'm looking at Stonehowl.
the question is, Stone, how are we gonna let this proceed?
Do it.
This thing is an abomination. It should not.
The
One
real
of
abomination.
Schnub's ideals is no one left hungry.
The real abomination.
You know what? Let's make a compromise here. Why don't we feed it and then we kill it?
I mean,
Is that
that's what
okay
I was-
with you, Mr. Ghast?
Actually, that is what I was proposing. Is that I'll wait in the corner there, away from you guys, get the sandwich, and then you could do your smite thingy majiggy. I just
All
I'm
right.
good. I am okay with this compromise.
Time to make that happen.
and takes his next hand and crosses over his heart, dust starts to fall over the wound.
Can we be
Cross my heart and hope to die full, because God am I hungry. And he just trucks
I reached
over
my-
the corner. And just
I
sits
hold
down.
on to my axe, but I back off and I let him go to the corner.
Hey, look, we might want to kill the undead, but the real ghast is world hunger.
Shub is now going to make a sandwich.
He's just negative.
You know what? Cheers! Cheers to the
This
sandwich!
is why I play this
I don't
game.
have. Okay, I need to go and actually make a drink for that.
Look at everything
This is-
rolled up
This,
and have a toast.
this is why I stay up until like 1 a.m. to play this game. This is why.
I'm gonna go make a sandwich.
AFK.
I love you.
Are you gonna put sand into sandwich?
Oh god.
Gotta season it.
Wait, I have a question. Where's bread? Like this entire time.
Oh yeah, where's...
My crab is with me, but I'm pretty sure sand is just up there.
Yeah, Sand and Stars are just like at the tip of this, looking down at you guys, and they're just like flashing gang. They're doing gang things together.
Did you just say sand instead of bread?
I thought it was
Sand.
toast! I thought she finally
I said
upgraded.
bread and Stars are at the top of the sand, looking down at you guys, and they're
I
just
said
doing gang
crab.
things.
Oh, sorry, I heard that as stands, and stands were on the top of the bread. Okay. Alright.
Now,
stuff.
hold on. Can they be like trying to hold up a scorpion or something up there? Like they're pointing like little things
Pull out
at
their
them.
Glocks.
They're comparing sizes. Whoa.
Whoa. Well, like bread.
So,
Are we renaming bread toast? No.
so Stars is like holding up a little scorpion, and freaking Bread is holding up another scorpion in his mouth, but because his mouth is made of sand, he isn't getting hit by this, and they kind of like hitting each other, like if there's like two kids with toy soldiers hitting each other with them.
Damn.
Messed up.
If anybody here speaks Scorpion,
Don't.
Look at me, I took it right after Orcish.
wonderful. You hear the two scorpions saying, sorry, please don't let me kill her. I am in love with her. I consider you more of like a brother, really.
Chomp.
Let me end myself.
Chomp gets bitten too.
Like Romeo and Juliet, but recreated with scorpions.
Can they dress them up?
Going.
They have like
No, they're 50 feet in the air.
Oh, Scorpio! Oh, Scorpio!
Scorpio and Scorpion.
Like Romeo and Juliet with like the garden gnomes, but it's just...
Oh god, don't talk about that movie.
the crab.
Wasn't that part 2? Wasn't that part 2 that nobody...
Yes, there was.
Sherlock. You ever seen Sherlock Gnomes?
Oh god, no.
That was a real
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I really thought that was just like a part of my psyche that was just so fucked up.
No, it's a thing.
No, it was something.
Movie night.
Hey, why not? I mean, he's got a cool thing that shares with general chat now. I can
True.
use it.
Yeah.
Juliet.
I
See, guys, I have the superior server. League Aura server.
Dude, her server should burn.
No, but not my porn. Hey, I have porn in my server, by the way. So
True. Or
I have baby eyes. I can't see that.
it's okay. We all always admit it when we're under the age of 18 and never treaded into a porn site.
But we love you.
Yeah.
So about that sandwich.
So wait.
No, I am cursed forever.
Oh,
What?
no!
What?
Nothing.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Fucking sands with
I'll do it.
tits.
Oh!
With like dicks everywhere.
I'm gonna be right back.
Or I don't know if I got this from your server, but sausage. Have you seen like the sausage nipples thing?
I have some weird things that I'm not allowed
This-
to post.
This.
Guys, can I get okay, cool.
Okay, I'll start making the sandwich.
He's kind of like this, sitting down like a kid, leaning back, his arms behind him, and just like kind of moving his toes back and forth like a little kid waiting a sandwich.
My eyes do not leave him.
I'm gonna make a nice sandwich. It's gonna have some nice cuts of scorpion meat with some tomato that I got off that dude.
It's like, yeah, I had a couple of cherry tomatoes in my bag.
He looks at as you're looking at him, he looks at you and just waves. Hi.
My expression does not change from murderous intent.
Wait, can an intimidation work on him?
You want to hear my tragic backstory? Very low chance you might get a side quest.
Stone face.
You want to hear my name at least?
Sure, I'll listen to your name while I cook up your sandwich.
Derek.
Nice to meet you, Derek.
Nice to meet you too.
Wait, does he know how to speak common? Is now a question?
Actually, yes, Gas can speak common.
Oh, okay.
He's just sounding a bit weird because his tongue's a little decomposed. So, anybody know what it's like after you die? Because, like, I'm now feeling a little existential dread thinking about it.
I don't know, but I think you're gonna find out soon enough.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's fine.
Is this, like, too late to convert to a religion?
I mean, Cabbage is here. As I said, I like hand him his sandwich.
I guarantee you, my blade will sever your connection from the demon that created you.
So how calm your ass down.
Okay, Miss Edgelord over there.
Oh dear.
It's pretty grim, honestly, but you know, thanks. Hey, make me a cooking check.
A cooking check?
Yes!
Making a sandwich.
The sandwich?
Yep, the
I
sandwich.
think I don't know what it runs off. Let's say it runs off your wisdom. Yeah, I stat.
So, just a regular wisdom roll?
It's a wisdom plus your walk, which is a +5 to cooking.
Okay. 27.
Okay, cool. No, don't forget you're proficient with cooking.
Yes, I am.
So, the sandwich is amazing. It's so great. He's in bliss. He's kind of like closing his eyes, eating the sandwich, and going, this is great. I love it. So how are you going to kill him while he's eating?
We should keep him as a pet.
No, he will finish his meal.
Nope.
He finishes his meal, and then he kind of puts each thing in his mouth. That tasted great. Okay, well, he stands up, puts his hands up. Oh, whenever you're ready.
Don't do it.
She's going to. She has to.
Don't do it.
I have to.
Does have
I
to.
have made an oath to destroy these things.
Yeah, no worries. It's all cool. Like, I understand. My friends try to kill you, you kill me. It's all good. Like, honestly.
It's always chill.
I'm gonna throw the chips I still have from the Taras circus at Stonehow.
It's not an animal in an enclosure.
I will take my time, I will line up the shot, and I will cleave him in half, and I will use the strongest smite I have, and I will make this as quick as possible.
Thank you!
It sounds like we're killing Barney. The voice does.
Do you want me to roll things, or...?
It's a coup de grace.
Yeah.
Oh, just so you guys know, the temple over there. Ah! And he just explodes.
Back to the question. Wait, hold on. Where are we? What is this place? Could you tell us?
He's already vanquished. He's freaking obliterated into a bunch of
Bye!
radiant particles. Stonehowl, you're able to see his ethereal spirit before it fully disintegrates. Oh,
May you pass on well.
it's actually not that bad. It's pretty warm. Oh, there goes the cold. Oh, it's so cold. Ah! He's gone.
So cold!
I, real quick, pray for him.
So, onwards or no?
I mean, the undead were thwarting, but now I just want to know what's in here even more.
So there's this left where they came out of, like the temple opening, and then there's your right where there's just a cave, basically.
I think we should look at the temple more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the cave's just a cave, although I do like rocks, as you know.
Okay then.
Oh, what does sandstone taste like for you? Is it like almost like a slushy almost? Or one of those mint?
So, actually, what it tastes like to you, do you actually bite some of the sandstone?
I take a lick, lick bite.
Make me a constitution at disadvantage.
Alright. Is it a saving throw? Do I get to add my crazy bonus?
Yeah, it is. It's a save.
16.
What?
16. 6 and then a teen.
Okay, cool. If you're gonna talk, say hello and then say what you're gonna.
Alright, you know what? That's probably a good idea. Damn it.
So, a 16.
You have to do copy.
So, have you ever had like one of those like beef pies pastries? That's kind of like really flaky.
Yeah.
It's like really flaky and really dry, but if you bite like a lot of it, it feels like it would be a decent piece of bread, but stale and covered in what's that tingly sensation in your tongue? Make me a roll 1d10 for me. Actually, no, roll 1d6 for me.
Sure. It's 96, not a 1d6. 4.
1d6.
Number was 4, yes.
Your eyes start to fade over a little bit. And now everything looks to be in a shade of green.
Green?
Green.
Or you asked me what sandstone tasted like?
Yeah, I was curious what sandstone tastes like.
You ever seen those commercials for the burgers and they look so good on the commercial, but then you actually buy it and it's not that, it looks like a deflated water balloon?
Yeah, I think I know what commercials are.
That's what this tastes like. Also, I feel really woozy.
It's not, actually no, you don't feel woozy per se. Your tongue just tingles and you are now seeing everything with a green hue.
I'm not woozy, actually. I take that back. However, everything looks really green.
Oh.
Shrub senses that you also see the world through garbage lens.
Have I been awoken? Has my time come?
You know what? If you want to take a religion, sure.
I already have a religion. The rock god is my devoted person.
You know what? You want to be one of those people who's just is on everybody's friend list? Fine. Brassica has acknowledged that you exist.
Hey, who's that?
You don't know. The DM, God just said the son of the god.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I had a.
Get out of the conversation.
Anyway,
We need light to continue, correct?
yeah. Does anyone have things to make light?
I have a torch, but I also only have one hand.
You can carry the torch.
I believe everybody should have torches from when you guys left Con.
Would have torches if every single item I owned was not obliterated in an explosion.
Well, if somebody didn't drink a potion of level Twisted Wizard, yeah.
You know what? I had assumed that it would not have drawbacks such as murdering me, because the first time I drank it, all it did was make me have a drug trip.
Hey, just let it be known. Let it be known. So you guys walk into the temple.
Yes, that is where we're going.
Everybody has a torch, although if Stonehowl is going to hold it, you're going to have to take an action, a bonus action, to be able to pull out the weapon.
I'm not holding a torch, I'm asking if anybody else does. I have dark vision, so...
I will hold the torch because I need it. I do not have dark vision.
So is one person holding a torch, or is many people holding different torches?
I'm gonna hold my own as well.
I'll hold my own too, so it'll be 2 torches unless someone else wants to hold one. No, but what race are you again? I don't even know.
Or
Oh wait, you're
half orc. Or half orc.
I thought you were half orc, yeah. That's
Yeah,
like
half orc.
orc.
That makes more sense.
I mean, I refer to myself as an orc.
That is right.
I mean, Shrub doesn't know what the other half is. Wink, wink.
Oh, I mean, I guess people are adventurous. Anyway, yeah, into this cave. Go.
Let us just say Brassica got around.
Yeah.
That's a very green orc.
Yeah. Yeah.
Minecraft walking sound as we go into this cave.
Mm-hmm.
So
We'll move in first.
okay.
Oh, I was already kind of inside, wasn't I?
Well, as you guys are moving closer in, it is becoming darker and darker, although around you is a very nice warm orange glow. Make me a perception, everybody.
Perception, rolling perception, doobie doo.
A natural 1!
7!
Natural 20.
Okay then.
Wow, okay, fine. Nice.
Actually, no. Actually, I thought honestly it would play yours now, but apparently doesn't.
Like
Is it playing?
Oh yeah, I like the Minecraft cave ambience music a lot more, to be honest.
Yep.
I believe this is it actually.
This is it. Oh,
Yeah.
I remember these sounds. Don't bring me back to 2012. Ugh.
Which skill am I rolling again?
Don't worry, Stunhong got a pretty high one.
Oh, okay.
So, you guys look around and Stunhong kind of explains to you whatever you guys don't see, but as you're walking in, it is a very large bridge-like corridor going down, because the outside of the bridge seems to be an even deeper drop into just darkness that even their dark vision cannot see beyond. The bridge is lined with other sort of pillars that would hold light but are now extinguished, and it goes into a sort of what looks like a monastery-esque temple made of sandstone and other rockish materials. Seems to be built into the cave itself. On the ground leading into it, there seem to be dead skeletons covered in rags and prayer-ish outfits. And every now and again you hear a bit of tittering and chittering from the walls around you as if people are looking at you, but they're a bit too far for even you to see Stonehowl. But you can hear that there is something lurking on the walls, looking into where you all are.
I shine my torch around closer to the wall. To
These
get a...
walls... Okay, so it's a bridge, and then there's a large gap, and then there's the wall. So on both sides, it's about 100 feet out before you even reach the wall, so even the torchlight is not going to extend that far.
Keep going forward then, the only way we can go.
I approach the bridge, but before stepping on it, I divine sense.
As you divine sense, you sense a bit of undead, but it's not... Wait, does divine sense show you, tell you the location?
If I concentrate on it...
Well,
It's a
you
lot
sense...
like detect magic.
60 feet, it's around 60 feet around you, right?
Yeah.
You actually do not feel any
Till the end of
undead.
your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within you.
You don't...
Type of any being, but not its identity.
You don't feel any undead or fiends. You feel a little bit of undead emanating from some of these skeletons, but it's like lingering rather than it is an undead. Like it was, it's dead now. But you do feel celestial directly in the monastery.
Shrub is back and he heard Celestial.
Or Oriana has disadvantage as she loses another eye.
You don't like my picture? Aw, I thought you were hungry. We were making sandwiches.
Oh no, I can only imagine what it was.
I know exactly what it was.
Mountain Dew and a ham sandwich. It's okay.
Lux, you showed them the fucking stupid nipple guy. Right?
Oh, of course.
The sausage.
Oh, well, hold on. I have actually a proper response to that one.
Anyways, I will note back to everybody. I do sense the presence of the divine, perhaps angels.
Angels down here?
This is a temple.
Yeah, with undead in it, unless undead serve angels.
They don't. I attempt
But-
to cross the bridge.
You can tell one thing about it though is that if undead are around, it does. If there's a celestial in there, it does explain why the undead here are dead.
Ah, yeah.
It did take you guys a bit of a walk to actually reach where you guys are now, so that's why. It seemed that the ghasts were just like kind of walking around, not actually coming from the temple itself, because the corpses you see on the ground do not look like ghasts. They look like skeletons, like if they were humans. Like if they were either, like, you know, player races.
Oh. Well, let's keep going. I don't want to stick around these skeletons.
Let's find out what kind of temple this is first.
Yeah. For all we know, it could be the temple of the ancient Lynch King, and we accidentally walked into hell.
We're all
Kings
fucked.
don't make temples. Don't be afraid of themselves. You just...
So do we just head straight forward? That should be where the altar is, right?
That's where I'm headed.
Yeah, I'm following right behind over
Forward
the bridge. Northward, or whatever direction would be forward through this strange cave.
So as you all walk forward and walk in, Stonehall, you're not sensing any undead as you're walking, except for the things on the ground, and you're still hearing the tittering and chittering as like claws and things walking or crawling along the sides of the thing, looking in on you guys. Everybody feels their eyes piercing in on you, but they aren't malicious. You guys don't feel as if they're coming closer or anything. It's more interest than anything. And as you walk close to the temple, you reach its staircase, leading up into an open entrance, because these are like these old Egyptian-esque temples that didn't have doors.
Well, Stonehall's heading to the front, so I guess I'll check what would possibly be pews. Cinders.
Action, you guys going inside the temple already? Or...
Yes.
Unless anything stops, we're moving slowly, but...
But we're still moving. We're still
on the staircase of this thing, the staircase extends up a good 20 feet. It's not steep, but it is lengthy. And on the staircase, there are a lot more dead things. Skeletons, and not just of people in prayer robes and just rags like commoners. Also people in half-plate armor that's rusted beyond repair. They seem to have on... Well, they have on their little guard outfits, what it would seem to be, with their rusted weapons and everything. Even if you wanted to take anything from this, you feel like if you handle it bad, it would just turn to dust in your hand.
Nothing to...
onward.
I strive for more confidence.
As you walk further in, you're sensing the celestial becoming stronger and stronger and stronger. It's very much present that it's in the main hall of this temple. And as you enter into the temple, your dark vision sees that the inside of it is broken, damaged. Like a fight broke out here, with scratches on the wall, pews broken. The pews are made of stone, not wood. The tile on the ground is broken and shows off the exposed raw earth. And in the middle, going all the way in, a good 60 feet in, is a pedestal. On that pedestal, you can see, with your divine sense, a glowing yellow-greenish aura.
I approach. Anybody else?
I am right behind you. Fitting music, by the way.
Yeah.
Now, this, you're feeling this as well. It's it's very much pleasant. You can kind of give me a religion check with advantage.
Oh, that's not pretty high.
It's with advantage, remember that.
21.
21 is pretty damn high!
It's for his standards, don't worry about
Yeah, that's right, Mr. 55 in religion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
You
Fucking plus 10 in religion.
This, whatever this celestial is, whatever it feels like, it is definitely non-hostile. It feels warm, welcoming, feels pleasant, very pleasant.
So we smash it, right?
As you approach closer to it, it is giving off more of a radiant glow now that everybody can see. Much so that the closer you go, your torches start to become less and less effective. It's beginning to look just glowing. Everybody make perception check.
Perception.
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 Natural 25.
Of course. I mean, mine's not bad.
19.
11.
Very much perfect moment.
19.
I got a 16.
Shinobu,
I mean, it could be a natural 29.
actually it's a 29 because you had a 4 to the nat.
Yeah.
As you are able to see into this, your heart beats faster as it now skips a few beats. You feel warmth rush through your entire body as you can make out in this radiance a huge cabbage.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Do you approach it?
I present the cabbage and slowly approach it.
As you approach it, the cabbage begins to grow. Its more leaves begin to sprout. The leaves become bigger, and they tend to have like a goldish hue to the edges of them as they're like just extending out and out and out. It's kind of looking like a bit like, you know, Oberon's grass field.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That, and it's just growing and growing until you reach right up to the altar. Do you look up at this glowing thing?
I fucking ready my eyeballs and stare directly at it.
You see dressed in very light clothing, a very light tunic, wearing another tunic, another kind of cloth shawl basically around that, adorned with cabbages. What seems to be a moderately height human, Asian-esque in look, with a very bad bowl haircut.
Shaggy?
Dark hair, looks at you. He puts out two hands. One hand has a cabbage, the other has nothing, and he says to you, "Would you rather be a trash can or a fucking toilet seat?"
Shrum's mind explodes at this pure wisdom.
If anybody else speaks does anybody else speak Celestial?
Tongues. I can technically do that, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
You can
cast.
do that. That would work. Because this is speaking directly to Shinobu.
Ah.
I speak in common though. Like, do we all see this thing?
You are all seeing this, although to you all, you guys don't see the very much definition of like the facial features, but you do see it's basically like those Hindu gods in their lotuses, that it's a giant cabbage with its glowing humanoid form.
Are you words?
The voice looks over to you, and you feel like the room is tinted a bit more green as you see little bits of cabbage leaf pop out of random places and disappear. I am indeed Brassica. Hello there. To the companion.
Deeply.
Do not bow, do not bow. Frankly, I'm not that high on the hierarchy yet. And as the companions of my creator, I only feel it fair that I should bow to you all. It's more of a head tilt than anything. But yes, I am Brassica, Schnub's god. I.
She
Hello.
thinks she gives a
Wave
little
my axe
awkward
and then
wave.
Is this real?
Oh boy!
I don't know.
Scrub smacks his head into the ground.
Whoa
Me?
there.
Brassica looks at you. For a split second, you could feel the look of, then perish. But then it just passes away quickly. He goes around the pedestal and goes by you and picks you up. As he touches you, you feel invigorated. So,
What does that mean?
you feel you have inspiration,
Okay.
but also you feel very much enlightened. You feel happy. You feel like it's real.
So if this... I'm sorry, if this goddess knew, how did this temple got here?
Actually, funny story. I was waiting on you all a bit further up, but then for some reason, I sensed your presence go underground. Then I went underground, and this temple is pretty cool. I was kind of hoping you guys could find it. And you did! You know, have faith in you all, and it worked out.
Are those skeletons your work then?
Oh no, they've been dead for a while. I came here like 12 minutes ago. He holds up his wrist and then a little cabbage pops out. Then pops back in. Yeah, 12 minutes.
Well then.
Whatever killed those things obviously wasn't me. But probably still in here.
Oh.
As I was coming in, there's only one other entrance, and that's, well, two now. You guys could either go through up that little cave thing there, that you guys came down, or the path that I have, that I came from. Although, be careful if you are. I felt the presence of something rather mischievous.
Ooh, I like mischievous.
Will you claim this temple to be your own?
I feel like after the undead are cleared from this cave, I think I should. A shrine to my creator and myself.
I mean, if we clear all the undead, this can make a good base of operations.
That is also an option, but fear not, I don't believe you guys would give up the first step for this. When I was a wee golden cabbage flying through the skies, the first step was far more marvelous than this dank, wretched, he looks around, dry-ass cave.
No.
Such language! Oh my god!
So wait, you don't want it or you do want it?
He looks at you like, no. If you want to kill the undead, I'm cool with having a temple. Fuck yeah. But like, just saying.
Scrub is happy to refurbish even the sands of the desert for you.
Dear God.
I could chisel the perfect sculpture.
He pets your head. He's actually a bit shorter than you think. It's a little bit, like 1 inch. But I feel the need that you all should know a very easy path to get out of here, unless you all are going to fly up. But no, I do think that you're going to clear this area out for me, which makes me rather happy.
I think a good temple cleansing is in order.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Fist against my open palm.
I've got many rock balls under my belt. I'm ready to cleanse some undead.
Wonderful! If that's the case, claps his hands together, everybody falls back into a cabbage-like chair that is very comfy, and then pops behind his cabbage lotus thingy, extends out upward, and with a radiant light. So here's the spreadsheet of the place.
I don't know much, but it's here you go. Alright, no, let's take a look at this.
They're dead there. I came from here and just like continue that for a while. But this is where I want to end today's session. With the reveal of Brassica.
And I assume next session will be some monster slaying.
It will be
Bring out a temple.
monthly dungeon delving, and, well, I hope you guys are good with traps.
I'm great with traps, and we're finally running into the first part of the dungeon in the dragons.
Well, you
Yes.
want to run into dragons?
We now have.
I don't want to run
We have
into a
two
dragon
dragons
yet.
with us. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That is.
Sorry, that's besides the point. Can we hey, Mr.
Am I
Cabbage
not
Patch, could you give
dragon
us the
enough for
effect-
you?
Hey, Mr.
Yeah, are
Cabbage
we not-
God,
Galen.
could you give us the effects of a long rest?
I don't think I'm that good yet, but I can do this. Everybody has been given 2 D12 back of healing if you need it, and also everybody has gotten all their level 1 and level 2 spell slots back.
Woohoo!
All of
Yeah.
So that's as far as however it goes.
Right, I'm going to graciously assume that before this I had converted all of those into sorcery points, and now I have them back. And I totally said that I did that.
Brassica looks at you and is just like, that's some punk ass shit, but okay.
So I'm going to take my bountiful surplus of sorcery points and get all of my spell slots back, because I am God.
He tilts an eyebrow at you. His eyebrows are made of cabbage leaves. He's like, what? He looks at Schnub. Should I take notes?
Good to find out he looks more up to Schnub than anything else.
Yes, actually he does. So I want Schnub to make me. Actually, wait. What did you get on religion?
For one,
I want you to make me fuck. I guess it has to be a religion and then a wisdom. Actually, just give me a wisdom.
Aww. 17.
You say that like it's a bad number.
Oh, 17.
Aw, I hit the majority of things.
Aw, I hit Woolroft.
Oh,
So, with that wisdom, you're able to tell that you can feel yourself pulled towards this person. You can feel the cabbages in your soul dance towards this person. You feel definitely sure and honestly that this is Brassica. And a little bit of you remembers that Brassica before, whenever you prayed to them or asked for their assistance, was always just a cabbage. But now Brassica has been given form, and that is an interesting little thing. Has been given an actual physical body.
That means the faith is growing.
Yes, it is. It is indeed.
Yay!
It's interesting.
So, that's it.
Well, Ruaf and I can sculpt a magnificent cabbage sculpture.
Yes.
Brassica will be happy, if not a bit worried that you're spending so much time on a statue.
Don't worry, don't worry.
So, Schnub, I'm going to need your assistance with something.
Okay.
You're going to have to teach me how to talk like your asshole self.
Asshole, he's great.
No. Teach me like how you talk during animation. That's all I need
Oh
to know.
god.
Because that is the Brassica you have now.
A slight sense of disdain and superiority.
Stick your nose in the air.
Everybody is Sai, except for Schnub. Schnub is Becky. Becky with the good hair. That is today's session. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Can I hear your thoughts?
Had a good time?
That was good.
Murdered a bunch of innocent people and just smeared them across the sand, but...
They weren't innocent.
No, not necessarily innocent, but...
You say but like it's a bad thing.
They
You did
weren't
well.
necessarily evil either.
They weren't evil. They didn't deserve it. But they were not innocents.
You know what? I saw my chance to exercise my judgment, judgment. Did I do it in a good way? Not. Alright, maybe exercise my judgment wasn't the best term in the book, but you understand what I'm trying to say, probably.
We will work on that one.
Maybe don't lead with the meteor.
Yeah, but hear me out here. My stupid plan got us a hella cool place.
God speaks to you now from the heavens. No. This was going to happen regardless, but now I actually have a reason not to actually railroad it. Ha ha!
Yep.
You know, technically I helped you out a lot, and you found a hella cool place to be. Also, system.
Hi.
Do me a favor, I picked up Teleportatione Circle. I'm gonna need some runes that I can travel to or something. I don't know how that works.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Really?
I also said base of operation because I could set up, theoretically, I could set up a teleportation circle here.
Do you necessarily have to know, or can you be told
like,
where?
Once I learn it, I get, like, I think 2 places that I know of that I can go to with the circles or something like that. The DM decides. I don't know. I think I can.
Well,
technically no.
The thing is, I could spoil a little bit of Brassica's story, but the thing is, your characters are not going to, unless you play the characters in the actual campaign, not the beta that this is right now. You guys will not really get to Brassica's backstory.
I'm pretty sure that most of us are gonna be sticking. I don't know though who is changing.
I think you might be the only one.
Oh, who's sticking with the character and not changing?
I think Stonehall needs some rest from not having her god.
Yeah.
Like I was about to say, Stonehall's actually. You know what? I don't blame you for switching. Like you're really useless.
Well, thank you, bitch.
Wow!
You're not trying to be mean. Hear me out here. You're gonna become useless.
That's not
No,
any
that's still so mean.
Hey. Just so you know.
At least I don't lie.
Hey, just so you know. Stonehold still has the highest AC, and if useless, can still be a wall.
It's true.
A wall
Our intent to begin with.
Me being mean as revenge for the 3 Glob Bob sheets that I spent 12 hours looking at.
Yes, but now I need to find the revenge of Rahid, because now his
Do you
family...
really want to try and pull that shit?
Wait, what?
Oh wait, is Wilruff actually going to be playing?
Yes, Wilruff will be playing with us tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Will be. I will be there. I will be very much there. Glob Bob.
Unless you keep going with this and want to pull that shit.
I made one joke. Come on, man. Come on. I'm not trying to start a war, am I?
Maybe you are.
Well, you never know. Anyways, it's been fun.
Well, the thing is, everybody's action has consequences, and oh boy, there's a family that's going
Every action has a consequence.
Yes, it does. Except
maybe not every action.
Sorry,
Never
except
mind.
Vish. All his actions perfect.
Vish is like the perfect human being.
Yep.
Other
Vish
than when
is
he's not.
He's not
nothing
even
like
human.
any human I've ever met. Thank you very much.
He's
True.
the perfect living creature.
That is better because Vish is a lizard, the ultimate lizard.
He is the epitome of. I was gonna say something good, but then I forgot the word, so I'm just gonna go with he's the epitome of perfection.
Vish is everything with Vish. Vish is perfect.
Fish is fish, and there's nothing like fish.
There's nothing like
Other
fish that
than
is very
fish. Fish can be only the fishiest of fish.
I mean, I was kind of thinking of, like, just letting Strub rest for a while.
I mean, now that you have an actual god that you can see.
And a base, so I can literally just hang around here while I use another
Wait.
base.
Hold on. Is
Cabbage cage.
create his religion? I always. How did the cabbage happen?
That's the thing. If you want me to tell you, that's going to spoil the backstory.
And I won't. Then don't tell me. I thought it was already known.
No, because this is an interest. Because the thing is, this is something that has been working on for a while.
Are you gonna use that thing you showed?
Your word for it that it's a spoiler.
Please do jog my memory, because I am a very forgetful person.
The Egyptian penis god.
No.
Oh.
What?
Oh, Solo.
No.
So weird.
Nobody's allowed to tell Wilroft about this.
Why not?
Yeah.
You have corrupted me, and I am a few years older than you. I thought Aura was bad, but god damn it, you two.
Oh, me and Hep have been going at it currently in DMs. That one picture
sorry.
was terrible. What the hell?
On the topic of pictures, Lux just sent me something with so many layers that I'm.
Oh yeah, that's
An
what Lux has
internal-
been sending at me.
Okay, send it to me, because I love layers. I love Joe.
Hey, alright, I'm gonna copy this and send it to you, system, and then you're gonna take a look at this and have to slowly
Wait.
unravel the joke.
Which thing? I sent.
You just sent me that I'm trying to comprehend here, because I feel like it's an incest joke wrapped within another joke.
Wait, did he send you the
one
Fallout
about the-
one?
He sent me the one about the 2002 Ferrari Hot Wheels.
Oh!
Why did you screenshot it and send me a smaller one then, Wilroft?
I just copy and paste it on my PC and it doesn't like that. I mean, sorry. I was too lazy to download it and just repost it.
Okay,
You're
this
lazy to download, and yet you created a new one instead.
Yeah.
You know what? Let bygones be bygones, and all it took was a right click to recreate that version. So I don't really care.
I have an actual question to each of the players now. Each of the players and their character.
Oh boy.
So now, what are your views on the moral ambiguity of your group now? Willing to give
Moral ambiguity? I'm not liking that.
okay, because the treatment of the man and his grievance versus the ghast and his sandwich.
Just like,
The gas in a
Did
sandwich, okay. Like, that was that was something that's against her core, is letting that thing live. Like, without that, she is basically forsaken everything that she hasn't lost.
And technically,
As for the screaming man who was, grieving and all of that sort of thing, guys, come on. You don't have to fireball people randomly.
well,
well, technically, we were gonna let him live.
Who's trying to do the bad?
Like,
I was honestly hoping I could get you guys to roleplay because they didn't attack you. They were kind of like, "Hi, how are
Yeah.
you?" Yeah.
yeah, that's true. But on our way out, I
Shouldn't have
happened,
called
and
us
I was
down.
like, they're bad guys, so they must die. And my first instinct was fireball.
Well,
As most
So you're just
mages.
taking this as a black and white statement. We were already
because-
taking this into the gray, okay?
Yeah.
That's all it was. And
It was a lot
Stonewall
more
is
free
very-
because the thing is, I wasn't going to have one of them explain. So now we're going to the camp to steal their food because that way we can survive. Because that would have been too much wood. And they're
And
not like.
besides, we are a bunch of armed people walking through the desert. Why are they gonna tell us that?
Yeah. So in the end, mistakes were made, but at least we got where we got.
True.
I mean, Schnub was okay with just being sad about being called dumb.
I know, but the thing is, I rolled a D100 to see what happens to their little encampment, and oh, guess what? Guess what I rolled, guys.
Are they gonna starve or are they gonna become a military organization?
I rolled a natural 1 on a D100.
Oh no.
They're dead.
That camp is gonna collapse.
That camp has gone through the weird shit, and now if somebody wants to make an edgy character from that clan, sure, I'm allowing it.
My father was killed by a group of misfits. Now I joined them.
I saw my father in the belly of a dead creature that was disintegrated, and somehow I found it regardless.
Next, the Cabbage Temple.
In the hand of my father Tom, I
Now
am
I
Tommy.
eat cabbages. I pray to the lettuce gods. So, now on to Wilroft. how did you enjoy today's session and the little bit of mischief that happened from your actions?
Actions. Yeah, I enjoyed the session overall. As for the mischief, I mean, did I intend for it to bring us to a temple filled with undead? Not really. But you know what? It got us where it got us, as I say, and it's what she would have done. So I'm not gonna deny it.
I'm happy with it. I just feel bad for the family. But
I mean,
at least now you know your fireball is strong enough to kill 5 camels.
Is it weird? Is it weird that I don't feel bad for them?
Jesus Christ.
You as a person or Wilroft?
I, as a person, I'm like, alright, that's sad. Yeah, I get they needed to defend themselves, but they're still thieves, and they're still doing bad things. However much the nobles don't need what they have, thievery is just wrong.
Yeah, but you
Let's just be known.
animals.
Yeah, murder is wrong too, but
Wilroft is fine with killing Robin Hood.
yes. Fuck him. He needs to work for it. Like, go work as a carpenter or something.
That's actually a really great stance, because Stonehowl is one of those nobles that gets stolen from.
Alright, great. Yeah, look. Oh no, the noble has much more money than me. Yeah, because he went to college and he studied for this. Go work, go
Not
work.
every noble is a good person.
But not every
Noble is a
noble's
good
a
person,
bad
yeah.
He's
person.
a good person.
Not every noble is an evil bastard.
I was kind of hoping that you guys were going to take away the fact that they would. Yeah, but okay, so back from my biases on characters that I created a little bit too much backstory for that are not wrong.
Oh
That
right, by
just
the way, were we
got
supposed to like actually talk to them?
I was
Oh my
actually
God.
hoping you guys would get into an altercation with them, but it wouldn't end up being,
Death.
be gone with a thunderclap.
Look, it's this group. You never know. You always know that it's gonna end some horrific, badly way for the NPCs or the bad guys. It's D&D. It's always gonna happen that way.
True.
I mean, that gas had a nice time.
Unless you're Railroad McGee, and no one likes that.
But we love railroading.
I'm sorry, let's move on from that, because this railroad is nothing like last session's railroad, okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. We don't. All right.
But that's why I kind of want to skip past that bit. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I will try my best to do better from now on, but I will learn so that when the actual campaign does come, I can still make sure that my players are interested in playing it.
Yeah.
When push comes to shove, throw oil at it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I guess that's always a solution.
So I just want. Can I actually save this and then send it to the group, because this is basically what Wilroff did to those poor people. Because I am salty.
But they killed your NPCs.
You killed a family.
Is it the moon from Majora's Mask?
No, that's from Naruto.
Oh, okay. That's
Yes.
close.
Wilroff doesn't watch much anime.
Wow.
I watch this great anime called Hentai.
Yes.
Yes.
How can you
best of
factor the material when you don't know the source?
Right, I need to watch the manga, read the manga, whatever.
Watch the manga.
So, okay, Lux, how did you enjoy today's session?
It was very good. I died halfway through.
I feel sorry, but your nat ones were...
Very.
I don't think his nat ones were half as painful as the
Let
NPC.
it just be known that because you missed was enough of a reason to meet to create Derek.
Oh, that's always true.
True.
Yeah.
Oriana, how did you enjoy today's session?
I had a good time. It was fun
Cool.
harassing, meeting the cabbage god, and whapping some things. Good old whaps.
Honestly, I should have just been a bit more like... So this is what you guys hear when the cabbage god comes in. I don't know why I'm typing for so long, but...
That startled me.
1 a.m. I'm not listening to that.
Oh, Sephiroth!
Yes.
Good old
So, yeah.
Sephiroth.
I'm glad.
That
Also-
startled me. I didn't know what was happening.
Also, so I actually have a decent sized dungeon for you all. It can be, and I want to ask everybody's opinion here. I can shrink the dungeon because it's now for you guys. How many sessions do you all want to spend in a dungeon? Because after the dungeon, it is going to be straight to full step.
I wouldn't mind, honestly, a few sessions. I mean, maybe one,
Yeah.
two, three, like 3 or 2, to be honest.
That's 2 to 3 full
Let it play out wherever you're going to play it out. Just
I don't know
remember
if
the
it's true.
dungeons are malleable when you're still when you're still playing through them.
Yeah.
Because
So if we get through one
honestly-
area, yeah. No, sorry. You
Yeah.
finish your point.
Because honestly, sometimes dungeons just drag on and on and on, and it's beyond everybody's it's beyond everybody's control to be able to do that. So
Or
Okay.
even if we get too far too fast, just put a few more enemies in the next room.
mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure because I will every now and again change it up just from what I initially have because actually let me check to see how much rooms I have made in this dungeon just to give you guys a hint to how big I've made this.
Ooh,
There are 52 rooms in this thing.
52.
that's a decent amount.
Jeez.
It's a
The bigger this place is, the more cool of a secret base it will be when it's
but
done.
it is not a linear dungeon. Depending on which way you guys go, you meet different things. You guys don't have to explore the whole thing, and I hope you guys don't decide to explore every inch of this place.
Is it like one of those games where if you explore every inch of the dungeon, you get like a little notification on your map?
Yeah, you
To give you
get
an idea, remember that dungeon we just went through that took 4 sessions?
yeah.
That was 14 rooms.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
How much did he
Is
shrink
that,
it
is
down?
that it? I assume, is that a campaign
It's-
that I wasn't in?
That's the one you're going to be joining.
Oh, okay, well, you know what?
Now, a lot of that didn't seem like dungeon rooms, but a lot of it was.
I've come to know what to expect from you, Addy, but I still don't.
Okay,
Well, I don't
I'm gonna
think
say
I'm
this.
expecting
I'm gonna say this to you right now. From one goblin to another, if it is green and smells, walk into it.
Did you just say Shrek? Alright.
I'm glad
Oh,
I missed
boy.
that day. But that was funny what I heard.
Yes.
I'm gonna
finally-
assume it was something funny that I missed.
And finally, Schnub, how do you feel about meeting your god?
Schnub is very delighted.
No. Pengu, how do you feel about the god literally being you?
Kind of weirded out, but at the same time, makes sense.
Yeah, I couldn't think of I couldn't think of that being a righteous thing. I was like, the best option for this is to literally just be you.
I feel like it's kind of meta, but it makes sense because he created the god, basically, to my knowledge.
Oh boy. So, I'm going to...
It gets into some weird notion where he controls Schnub, but at the same time, Schnub empowers him.
Yes.
Weird.
Cycle.
That is that is actually what I'm going for. My session has made a lot of people question their religion, apparently.
So is he like a god that can give power? Is he not powerful enough to do that?
Think of it like an idea given form.
Oh, okay.
I mean, a lot of gods started out like that.
Because people believe in them, they become real.
Wow, that's a lot of lightning. It's really dangerous. We should name it something and hopefully to not hit us. Zeus.
So,
I would fuck everything.
It kind of about happens, yeah.
you crit
And
to
then
the gods.
went down and fucked every woman he saw.
Wow,
Yeah.
that lightning has struck that woman 7 times. I hope she's okay.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, how is she just popping out children one after the other now?
Why is the lightning going inside the house and not destroying anything? That's weird.
Why is the lightning in a phallic shape? That's really weird.
Why is the lightning fucking that ant?
Oh.
Why did that erect sheep walk into a house?
That's right. He was a bull, a horse,
Yeah.
and a cricket.
Isn't
was
he
so
like
many-
mostly a
He
swan?
became a woman's husband. And then you have
Yeah.
Poseidon there, the second cock of the ocean.
If it swims, I'll stick my dick in.
Oh,
Well, that's
Poseidon.
better than what's his name throwing his cock in the ocean and oh, that's where Aphrodite comes from.
Oh god.
I forget which one that was. It might have
That
been
was-
just Zeus.
No, actually, that's Cronus.
Was that
Aphrodite,
Cronus?
yeah, Aphrodite is. The
Oh, he had a wang at the
Actually,
beach.
It's not Cronus. Cronus cut his father the sky up. The sky fell into the ocean, and from the sea fraud came Aphrodite.
Mhm,
Ah,
So Aphrodite is technically the oldest god.
mhm.
I'm sure god testicles were somehow involved.
What?
Well,
They're usually always
Yeah.
involved.
Greek myth is fucked up.
Yeah.
Look, the extent of Greek myth that I know is from like snippets of Percy Jackson. So to be honest,
Jackson actually does do a decent it gets you interested rather than involved.
It's still vanilla coating.
I
Yeah.
still remember very vividly sitting there in Greek and Roman myths class. And we were all on this tangent and going off about it because somebody couldn't understand what was going on when the Minotaur was created.
Oh,
And how that
yeah.
story literally goes is there is a woman who crafted a wooden bull, climbed in, or a wooden like cow, climbed inside it, and got fucked by a bull. And
Yep.
then she birthed out the Minotaur.
Yeah.
And we were going off on that for like almost the entire hour until the teacher got fed up with it and walked up to the front of the classroom and started writing on the chalkboard, bestiality is illegal and a sin.
oh, well, I guess that's one way to break it.
I mean, it is the correct way, and let's be honest.
I mean, her husband was impotent.
Was he? Really?
I
Was he?
believe I don't remember that part.
I don't believe he was. I believe that was another person.
I
Well,
only got
Yeah,
the watered
no,
down version.
The
of
guy
it.
who was impotent was the guy who freaking cut up people. No, that was another king. And then there was that
Jesus
one king who was.
Christ.
There was no. My favorite one is this guy. You see this man, freaking in a kingly outfit, sitting by the cliffside. Walk up to him. He demands you massage his coarse, callous, ugly feet. You do it, he kicks you into the ocean. You don't, he kicks you into the ocean.
Oh, okay.
In the ocean is a giant albino turtle that eats you alive.
Well, that works.
And it was one of those like early heroes that nobody gives a shit about that kicked him into the ocean. Fuck. Greek mythology is fucked up.
There's a
Yeah,
lot
a little
there.
bit.
There's so much.
I don't. The saddest one is the one of Echo. The
Oh yeah, Echo's so bad.
oh, which one was that?
oh god, dude, like it's one of the few ones that's vanilla, but so much more heartfelt. I'm gonna find it for you because you gotta read that one. It's in Men and Gods too, but
Yeah, basically the way it goes is she went into a cave to find her lover, but got lost in there. And then he came out and he was trying to find her, and all she could do is just echo whatever he said. Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Oh, that's it. I'll put that on the not ever touch list.
but what? No, wasn't it also some? No, wasn't the person she was? It wasn't her lover. It was somebody she loved because the person
Yeah.
was Narcissus. Narcissus.
Was that Narcissus?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was Narcissus.
Oh fuck.
And
Oh,
the
so
reason-
he just wanted to hear
Oh
his
my
own
god,
voice.
that was Narcissus too! Oh
Yes.
shit, so he
That's
went
why-
out.
So that's why she fell in love with him, because he was the only person who listened to her, because he was so happy hearing his own voice back.
That's so fucked.
I know. And when you read that at the right age of 12, it's like,
Oh.
because it doesn't have any fucking, no cheating, no weird god being pissed off that you see her naked in the fountain and takes out your eyes. It's just a love story going horrendous.
Oh.
God damn it, Narcissus.
Oh, I still love his ending though. That was just so perfect.
Doesn't it?
He finds a pool of water and he looks at his reflection and he falls in love with himself. Because he loves himself so he just stands at the pool of water and just looks at himself for years until he withers away and becomes a flower that just constantly stares at himself down in the pool.
Huh.
And then Echo is there just sad over his dead body.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, everything.
Yes.
She never leaves. She never leaves the flower's side. And because she can't die, she's just constantly sad. Ah.
Nice.
Yeah, trust me, they have some real fucked up stuff.
Look, I don't think I didn't know that. I'm pretty sure they didn't have filters back then, so I'm sure there's some.
Oh, there's probably a whole.
From the mythology I've read and different books I've read, that is honestly like how the story goes. There's no like sex involved or mythos. I don't remember if he actually tried to. It could be that he withered away, but in the one that I read, he basically fell into he went into the pond to make love to himself and drowned.
Yikes.
Which at the same time is close to the same thing.
Yeah, kind of. The reason why it was stated like that, the one that there are narcissus flowers that have just been known as just, they grow next to bowls of water and they droop down.
Do they like more or less end
yeah,
up drowning themselves within the water?
Those are the yellow ones that
they're
look like teacups, right?
That's just the way that the flowers are. They just kind of have a long stem and then their actual flower kind of droops down at the top.
Wait, isn't that almost like an orchid?
Kind of.
It's kind of like a tablecloth and then a bell, like a teacup, I believe. Either way, Greek have some fucked up shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, but
This conversation. Wait, what?
I wanted to see how I could incorporate the story of Odysseus into a D&D thing for a while, but I don't know how to.
I'm sure you could figure it out.
Yeah, but the thing is, I have to have somebody die at the end.
Oh.
Now, who wants to die?
Who wants to be Oedipus?
I've taken a few more I've taken a lot of L's in my day.
Who wants to be no one?
Remember
Yeah.
Jerry.
Who's
I
hitting
don't
you?
know.
No one!
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Well, this has been fun. I'm gonna go sleep now because it's late.
Yeah.
No, you're not
Yes,
allowed
you
to
do
sleep.
So, what do you guys want to do tonight, if anybody's still up for anything?
I'm up for the night.
Rested later.
It's only 9:44.
See, I want to.
Jeez. Wait,
Yeah.
well, fuck.
They live in Hawaii.
West Coast.
That's a lie.
Hawaii?
I don't know. I don't
I
know
live-
America's face.
I
just
live
know
in
that it's not that
California.
way.
Yeah, West Coast.
Oh,
Really?
hell. California is just on fire. Cause
Yeah, that place.
Rest in peace.
What you trying to say?
Well, you guys were flooding a little while ago, though.
Oh my goodness.
It rain.
You're the city of Athens.
I mean, and then you're prone to earthquakes as well.
Yeah, you're on a tectonic plate fissure side. So, question: Overwatch or do anyone want to cause mischief in stick fight?
I'm up for both.
I'll probably just watch.
Athy, have you played stick fight?